almost a deketa. As I deketa, I'm going to be a free. As well, would give me a deketa. And I only foundation, we say, oh, TikTok, and I will build the obey Amu and who say, or so lady foundation. At the foundation, I.
So, you know, your mate says, I'm a bad driver.
Oh, mate, dear, we are mate on our control driver. Oh. Who are control driver? I say, what do you mate? Oh, mate to be on a control driver. So what I say, mate to the control driver. There's that time I can tell we mate. Oh, a horse, oh, be share, oh, boss, oh, baby. One more, one mamma. But I do so pay. And one day, what Baba Chase come my Santa? A don't form man.
Baba Chase come on.
Ah, 3 billion, so they are blessed with don't form man, so money flee. Oh, are they? As a horse, one more.
Who is our chairman?
Oh, we are tired of Cabin did the Janina or Mate. There's a crabia, baby, I am almost. So as a crabia, then people blow queer for say, Obian Trini, did not turn ID card number.
Onipa amount check na a bounce 1 year on 2 years. Wakoton in your man, where then? Why when him say bo fruit now and I will show me and I will cast it a bit. What about my son boy? What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school? Who go law school? Onipa amount check na a bounce 1 year on 2 years. Wakoton in your man, where then? Why when him say bo fruit now and I will show me and I will cast it a bit. What about my son boy? What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school? Who go law school? Onipa amount check na a bounce 1 year on 2 years. Wakoton in your man, where then? Why when him say bo fruit now and I will show me and I will cast it a bit. What about my son boy? What's all count? You are part of it.
Okay.
And the Ghana essay. You can't somewhere you don't follow.
Okay.
You don't follow
Japan until the court arrives at a decision that incriminates somebody. And yet difficult to
who go law school? Who go law school?
So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight. So the launch of this COVID-19 tracker app today is yet another important step by the government to leapfrog technology in finding solutions to the havoc the COVID-19 pandemic is wreaking around the world. We are trying to use digitization to help us in this fight.
We have to improve our hygiene, our fitness and exercises, our eating, generally our style of living, which will boost our immunity to disease and the virus. For instance, we're told that the key vitamins that fortify our immune system are vitamins A, B6, C, and E. Fortunately for us in Ghana, all of these can be found in many of our foods, such as oranges, kontomire, millet, cashew nuts, crabs, plantain, okra, dawa, brown rice, and mushrooms. Following a good diet, patronizing our healthy foods, exercising regularly, ensuring our personal hygiene, and improving our lifestyle habits should become part and parcel of our daily routines.
All right, good evening and welcome to With Audio Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akoberu Taylor. It's exactly 4:18 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 9:18 in Ghana. If you're watching me from America, Asia, Europe, and Africa, I would like to say good evening, good afternoon, good morning from wherever you are. We are live on TV, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, and also live on radio. On TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Tonight, you will get this show live on Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV. Also live on Loud Silence TV on Facebook. Loud Silence TV on Facebook. We are streaming live tonight on YouTube. Search for Loud Silence TV on YouTube tonight. Loud Silence TV on YouTube. You will get the show live. We are also live on radio. If you have an Android device, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. From the Google Play Store, you can listen to the show live on radio. And also, if you have an Apple device an Apple device, go to the App Store. Download Loud Silence Radio. You'll get the show live this evening. We are live also on other platforms. We are on TikTok. Our official name on TikTok is Kevin Taylor _WADR. Kevin Taylor _WADR. That is the name we are officially using on TikTok. Thank you very much for tuning in. As you can see, our topic is on the screen. We'll be discussing the statement from the minority side, specifically from one of the MPs from the NPP side. The insult to Senator Rawlings and also the insult to the NPP, NDC as a political party. We'll be taking our time to delve into the issue. Did Samuel Abu Jinapo make that statement? We would like to know. We have some few questions to ask the minority leader who was in Parliament speaking when that comment was passed. Did he hear the person? Did he see the MP? The other members of Parliament who were sitting behind the minority leader, did they hear the statement? The person spoke into the mic, we heard it, and we expect the minority side to tell us something. Tonight, we will take our time, delve into the matter, break it down for people to have a clear understanding of what is transpiring in Parliament or what is happening in Parliament. We all need to protect the sanctity of this nation, protect our leaders, and also protect political parties. J.J. Rawlings is the founder of the Fourth Republic of this country. We cannot do without J.J. Rawlings. You and I are enjoying democracy today in Ghana because of J.J. Rawlings, and we have to understand these are very important things we need to cherish and appreciate. So for people to sit in the chamber of Parliament to denigrate, insult the daughter of J.J. Rawlings, Senator Rawlings, and also insulting the NDC and also Rawlings, who is the we're talking about the bearer of our Fourth Republic, then this particular topic is very important for us to treat. That's why I'm here tonight. You know, I don't normally show up these days, but it's also important that I show up when it's necessary. So tonight, we'll be dealing with the issues. We will not be mincing words. The question is, did Samuel Abu Jinapo make those statements? The utterances came from the minority, that is the NPP side of Parliament. Enyumre wo hwe me abedin de Kevin Ekobedu Taylor me and amedi Jumadi we hu chia me omo me chidom ne from the Ghost team. Omo and achichere nsem we e de aso am se membra na me bedwum e ma Ghana for ehu de ekoso no kre ene de ekoso nyina no. Sebio omo a omo hye Jumadi we chi no wo ka ho ena ma Jumadi we so ejina ne na so. Nti frewunia na wunia so emfre ne nua na munyina mo betena se na yentie nsem no yendwudwum na Ghana nyina ehu no kre no. And aside asama edapo no so no efa eye parliament ho ene asema eye parliamentarian a oye NPP ni eka ya Ghana ewiasa fa nyina eteye na Senator Rawlings a oye JJ Rawlings ba oye member of parliament ojina ema NDC for ojina the constituency anemu ewo parliament ekasa ekire na adwene ama sebio Ghana for so ehu na adwene kire ewo nsema na ekoso parliament no MPB eka nsem bi a sebio odidi JJ Rawlings atem edi eye Senator Rawlings atem egu ne nim ase sebio esa team biom efrise eye ade a anasa adwenepo a MPP eye parliamentarians ana pathway afa from tete JJ Rawlings so penasimo ende kebima minkebia sebio menewo ya jimu dindindin a sebio etumi to aba eyi panyini ma mumubi sebio enya bebi ejina ende ewo asase we so efre Ghana no JJ Rawlings intra upeu we cannot talk about the democracy of this nation without mentioning JJ Rawlings ex-president Rawlings, may so rest in peace. Now the acquisition say afenyo marking ekasa parliament no NPP MP ejina de chi ekasa wo mic mi say Senator Rawlings no onka na nutum na ne papa we kunipa oyewudini na adanse ewo ho a ekese ne papa ewudini na sebio aketesia na waba parliament na no entia obi ada no oya aketesia sebio nini ana ne se sebio eye de ewudini asama emu anwiro asama emu ahwerem asama sebio eti akoma asama ema yekebi ma menkebi no akire MPP sa pathway bibi omu friba ene adwene a edom ntem etirim ende nwumre yebebusa nsem yebedwudwam ema Ghana for ehu no kure no Samuel Jinapo a oye MPP ni a wedi eye MP for some time sa Samuel Jinapo ya no kodidi eye Gonja hene atem poto before election 2020. Now asem we abetodwa no aye huhu se Samuel Jinapo ene ebie na no ekeka sa nsem no e parliament a me sure say majority of you mate ende nwumre ye won nsem ebusa your questions ebusa your nchirechiremu achiremu yebese Ghana for hu se eye Samuel Jinapo ene ka asasem no waba bontia beka se nye ono a sebio mikobi no manke bi de se wankokora nkeye enti ende nwumre be chirechirema de kodi enti a Samuel Jinapo ono ene ka asasem no e parliament se eye JJ Rawlings de wudifo wekunipa sebio owadanse ema ne baba eye Senator enso wudini ba sebio MPP for afenyo marking kromfo di omonim aya omadwene se omobese Ghana kebi mami kebi egu nipa ho fin ende nwumre yebedwudwam ende nwumre yebechirechirem. Thank you very much for tuning in. Mo amohwe me every ewiase afa na nyina na I would like to say thank you. You're live our Facebook, you're live our YouTube, you're live our TikTok, your TV so our multi TV so and there's our radio so all over the world. We are going to be streaming on Instagram very soon, Telegram very soon, and also we'll be live on X, which is Twitter, formerly Twitter. Inti, we are going to cover all the ground. We are going to make sure every single person will get access to this platform. Other platforms are on take that also we'll be streaming through there. We'll be streaming, I think by the end of next month, we'll be streaming on about 35 different platforms. 35 different platforms. We'll bring you the list. No who baby I will be streaming from. So this show has come to stay. I am not going anywhere. My job here as a messenger is to speak the truth, tell you the truth, and make you make the right decision or help you make the right decision. Send a bit to Ghana. I'm not calling him. YouTube. No, good evening. I can see a Ogatu tea. And then you bring Sebio Trump by in some see. In some see Emma Sebio a month for to Wurim. Inti menya a new baba, your friend or a year Don Cat. Don Cutting, Doncutting, Doncutting, and I say CDONCUT, Don Cut. I drove all the way from DC to what's the name of the place? Woodbridge. This is my first time I make Woodbridge, US, and I went to see Don Cut. Very wonderful guy, smiling all the time. The job is so easy for him. Very, very organized. Oko Don Cut studio, what you could see. Me na me hu say ye wo eye baba owo eye shaving machine kwa 33 na me hu bi da don cat nkwa na me hu bi America and I was na don cat machines we nyina de na de say oh machine bia on adwuma nti ohun hwe me ne echi a si bia don cat okuta machine mienu o and oye me odi yi me don cat ye hard and I was say machines na de aka no so oh e bibia because faith no inches e bia 2 inches 4 inches 5 inches don cat ye hard Jack, me hu baba se hu baba, na me hu baba, and me hu se don cat solid baba, very solid baba. Inti around the DMV area there, don cat. Open don cat na ma metum dia free of charge. But don cat no appointment nko a untumi nko ka say oh ko jimi me kwa ko yimiti don cat ono onye jimi for wadwene wo fie ubu ade sebio ohote sebio so dware ansa na ko don cat wo untumi sore wano ho ntotoro jimi me kwa ko yimiti don cat on accept sade no because the office they are very decent officer bibia okay what tenase a me nko this is the first time I call barbering shop and tenase e busa me say what do you want to drink me hu bi da baby obekore say oh do you water na bibi don cat bebusa say what do you want to drink just o wonsa o wonyoma bebre na menim obi e refrigerator say hey akwa boa no ho enya ensa cheap oh and just say do you want to take something before because no yen train yen kwatena ho train so obi ba ansa na matena se dabi into don cat all the way Woodbridge Virginia and then me call no wha don cat edwudwum ama me hu say sa ye obaba ne ho fe na wo don cat bi a we shave a ewrade boy ne a nice guy no homo na wo hwe si bi a don cat is that don cat was three akwa beton ade si bi a wo hwe don cat o de don me fa number to jana manfo fro because don so person the number to jana the number to jana manfo fro because o de by appointment don cat by appointment into untumi sorry Jimmy say me call don cat ko yimiti no you need to book an appointment. This is the only baba or gated community also kwa security stop you no say what is your code no abo code ni abo code no na don cat ate don cat tia no ahwe no form so no ahwe security features or say okay let him in when your friend baba ne baba or check with security ni bibia into don cat all the way in Woodbridge Virginia and me you know I am new baba no don cat celebrities omoba Ghana nyina omo Ghana omo ni sika omoba America nyo na yi omo oyi na de acha omo because omo ni sika don cat say ono we celebrity no ba ni sika obetima yi acha o because o sika na nya ne hwe wa ye adwuma no or client omo sika inti don cat mama here don cat so minim so he TV there don cat number way the catty I don't cat don all right, so thank you very much, Don Cat. Mr. Mr. Omo mo Ghana no. Omo ko yi omuti ansa no mo dware. Don Cat o ko no wo dware kwa no. Wo dware ansa no wakọ because there's no way obeyi wutie wi abohu say hey ba kumpo aka watadem never. I can tell you, make Don Cat na atare we na hye. Yes. And so me ba ye hwe. Atare ni kura sa bright more. Na Don Cat or clips bi o se baba bi wo ha okoro ha na ode ntoma bo kuma I say okum. Odi say ontumi home. On say ntoma bi wo ebu bon Don Cat no. O kire say edien rag dien na ope sa ntoma no mo friend say aha. De be kata ho no. Na o was some Don Cat ye had. Don Cat was some cotton bi. Because my cover baby go kume. Ode ntoma go kire be kon o miamia kume. And I say bab. It's just how Baba the Trump actually call you know come Mexico or no they are called Puerto Rico today. Don't cut materials. I mean who's the material? Now materials no or the two ha now their friends say or check here. I'll say is it okay? What's what gum? Is it okay? Just say don't cut. Just say me who professional barbers? Who professional barbers? Me who be them? Who be that? Don't cut. So our DMV, Washington DC, Maryland. Now we area how New York City obaha wedding be wow we wedding wow we bigger event be a open special cut don't cut on your ordinary baba on your regular baba open special day cut don't cut and also friend no so don't cut emma me the approval I will put his number out na mo ya wedding no mo ya better event mo sebio bibi wo mu nsem no don't cut no a very nice guy but hey asemo. All right, so that is it for Don Cat. Don Cat advert with the doors where it is maybe 8 months. Don, adi amaya nindei, and then it's maybe 8 months old because I didn't measure the okoda. Just say, Mama bear 13 minutes old. Don is a very nice guy. It's Don Cat, no. The good thing is, and the Don Cat, because Don Cat no friend of mine, and I spoke to Don Cat's mom, very wonderful lady. So Kevin, how are you? I said, I'm doing good, mom. Very wonderful lady or friend, sister. They are all excited to talk to me. Just say, and what I'm saying, so very wonderful people. Don Cat. Thank you very much, Don Cat. Woodbridge for me. I'm call Woodbridge that, and then I'm call first time. Beba America. I'm call Woodbridge that. Today was my first time. Now me kwana me doing some ira. I won't who dying kesiesa, but Don Cat area how nice. Me kwana me doing some ira. Do baby say hey. But uko we ni ma tum sa fe ustati. Don Cat area how fine. But me kwana me shada because not dying shada Dawson. But it's a very wonderful place. Now Mameka hello share 1 or 2 people on YouTube. We are doing over 4,000 eyeballs right now on YouTube. On Facebook we are live. On TikTok we are live, and also on radio. We are streaming live too on Facebook on all platforms. Thank you very much for tuning in. I can see Raina Yakubu live on YouTube this night. Don Ali is also watching me tonight. I can see Mohammed Jamil watching me on YouTube. Kinam is live on Facebook. Nigel Hazel is also live on Facebook. Coleman Tete is watching me this evening. Thank you very much, Coleman. Katri Phillip is also live on Loud Talents TV on Facebook. Maz Babatu is watching me. Maybell is live on YouTube. I can see Keep on Laughing watching me live on YouTube. Danilo is live on YouTube. Prince Adams is live on YouTube. I can also see G. Danilo again. Serum Ameno is watching me tonight on YouTube. Desmond is live here. So many people. Tom Corte, Gatuti, Aisha Bulai, James, and all the other guys' family live on YouTube tonight. I can also see on Facebook. I think Facebook is frozen. On TikTok. TikTok. On TikTok, why not Aisha more TikTok? Let me say hello to TikTok for now. Now TikTok there. Okay. TikTok, so I can see we have 13.7k likes. 147 people are live on TikTok right now watching me. I can see Bosco watching me live on TikTok. Also, Don is live. Josh is watching me live on TikTok. Equation is live here. Jinyame is live on TikTok tonight. Telly is watching me. Rich Vlogger is watching me live on TikTok. Abena Apo, something like that. I think you're also watching me. Sorry if I got your name wrong. Starboy is watching me this evening. Also, Success Clems is watching me. Success under Clems watching me tonight. I can also see Geoffrey watching me this evening. Jean James watching me. Monique Ifwa live on Loud Silence on TikTok. Futuristable. I don't know. I'm a man on my dancer. Okay, at least you heard your name. Also, I can see Alewazi boy or something like that. McGain is watching me. Paniel is watching me. Mosul is also live on TikTok tonight. Thank you very much, family. Thank you to every single person who's made time to watch me tonight. Ediana Ekoso Ghana mente ya amanfo bi ejujan semnu a obi ampese obeka kire Kevin Taylor. Ediana Ekoso. Mr. P, Mr. S, team, stay with me, please. Team, stay with me. There's this picture. Don Cat said, I'm watching you and you're laughing. Don Cat is laughing. Don, nice guy. I really appreciate you, guy. Don Cat is all shaming to Ochiobia. Don Cat is Ochiobia. And so beautiful. Don Cat, I heard him call her, I won't go there. But Mrs. Don Cat, I really appreciate you. You came. And your family home. Mrs. Don Cat came and I saw Mrs. Don Cat, very beautiful lady. I really appreciate Mrs. Don Cat too. Don Cat and Mrs. Don Cat, thank you very much for the reception. I really appreciate you guys. And I'll be coming. This is not the last time. Some catches I mean me 2 weeks bia. Don Cat until some discount. Ebia send a 2 weeks bia. Me tison. In Don Cat or take time check a crown sana we because also mutiso no or my junisa inti Don Cat okwa utiso anti kapa part no we. By any tison ya junison. Into Don Cat chair bitini dia son. Don Cat chair into Don Cat so me da se unya butse wo mitino ho. Etikasiya pa na Don Cat we you know. Na me show. Thank you very much, Don Cat. Don Cat. Akwaba modam. Don Cat. Or some ya ad mao. Why me am your video ad mao. Yeah. All right, now a dear conconsa and a coswa. A yaminti yanko for kaka hon somebody di matami. Me pacho enyumbre we ya mame na wo hweme na o first time near what Kevin Taylor or mea me hu say enu because na brantie no nie I abrantie no di na tem de bia na mea and no can some fan ho sana enu omoboa wo He said, "Mammy, be a jacunya, see, I feel what I say. Now, Branty, when on friend Kevin Taylor and you meow, and Uncle for and was an uncle for dinner terms, and now Branty 5 months, and Poma, a yomo problem. O baba, on so bagger, and shame, Massa, I, and go for time, Messumit to mean can be as a obin come myself. And no, as soon as I became now on Kratem, and so one was sent for Dimatamon, sanity, or the free was sorry for the catch on Kevin Taylor, Bantomoso, and she, no credit, sir. Your mammy for be brogan or munyan come over me, but any idea mubinya, but sanity, I am on bompire mammy, Sibu Mumbano so qua warrior, Sibu Moa Mompe Massemono, Sibu MPP for Mana Mumba, almost say a kufuadano. Moa Maswa Mumba Aswa warrior, Sibu Mudima Temono, Mumbompa is a Mubakwa warrior, on Wakara or semi. Na ebia some to mambo empire na owa on se kufuado. Anaba umia, into wedi esremo, ebia ujame, but oyamushie nye. Don't cut, the chabiti. Don't cut. Edian ekoso menti ya manfo bi ekekansam ujame kwa. Concern town dia momie show no. Mr. P, Mr. S. Okay, don't cut say I should give you guys his contact. Send a so your wedding, special occasion, special event. Na open said don't cut be you are. And then may special edition. I'm a don't cut it. Don't cut it. All right. Now, okay, don't cut advert in this site now. In fact, if you want to go to the site, go to doncut.com. Doncut, DONCUTIT. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. There's a don no on in the try, and then you find it. Don't cut it. Don't cut it. There's a don in the try no into DONCUTIT.com. Doncut.com. Special occasions, special people. When you are ready for good haircut, don't cut it. Don't the chow. And so do baby obia to me who are born the D. Until when you go to Don't Cut It, DONITCUT.com, you can book an appointment. Very beautiful, brilliant website. More DMV in Yinano. Don't cut it. Now, Oko Don't Cut ad in this app and this one is simple. Or say here at Don't Cut, we are skilled barbers based in the DMV. That's DC, Maryland, Virginia. The bro for so de Aquano Jai. Now, Oko the site where I say offering top-notch grooming services for men of all ages. With years of combined experience in the industry, we take pride in delivering exceptional haircuts, beard trims, and straight razor shaves tailored. Don't cut it, bro. Now, don't bro when you not sure one can't me. Don't site to the row. Or see beard trims and straight razor shaves tailored to suit your unique style and preferences. Don't cut to say our goal is to create a welcoming and relaxed environment. And I'm catch on Okono be a fridge in Sambia we are Christian Benya Honsa, Osma Bosma Benya Honsa, we are Junior Benya Honsa. Don't cut here so to say or you advanced. I'll say our goal is to create a welcoming and a relaxed environment where you can enjoy a professional grooming experience that leaves you looking and feeling the best, your best. Book an appointment with us today and let us take care of your grooming needs. We have had the honor of 7 prominent clients like Kevin Taylor, Wizkid, Sarkodie, R2Bs, and then Shatawale. Hey, don't cut to chunk of war. I nipa ba kuno woman have me, but it's okay. Don't you're good. It don't cut. What you try Wizkid munina. Open pictures about me channel. Don't. We're there 8 months now. Jimmy's go. All right. Thank you very much. Don't cut. Now, there's this too I want to talk about. A friend of mine sent me a flyer. Kevin Taylor, I was saying, 440, 940. Maybe buy a show. No, show they said Tim Samampong Hinabomu. Proponent, good evening. Now, this one too is Ghana streets. So, Kevin Taylor, WADR, the internet god. I saw this too on the internet. Some people shared this. In fact, I need to get you the location. It's in Obuasi, Mangwase. Obuasi, your place where a friend of Mangwase, I think it's a tailoring shop. Na Osha, Taylor Nino, or the Atoho. Get me the name of Taylor Nino. Now, maybe we are saying, who say he really appreciates the work I am doing. You can see in Koto, you can see a year. I can see my picture in there. You see Free Mind in there. Samijan Fia Malik, I think you forgot in Koto. And then Kevin Taylor, I'll say I'm the internet god. We a shop. Oh, it's It's a computer repair shop. A computer shop at Obuase Mangwase. Yes, nipa na shop here, their friend Ibrahim. So good evening to Ibrahim. I really appreciate this. Why I really appreciate you. I know you have supported me for a very long time, and I'll do my best to give you the best. The support coming from there is unique and it's marvelous. I really appreciate Ibrahim. The computer shop in the beginning, but Ibrahim put an ad together and the farmer a year Nipana would we sending on from Breme. Namima Ewiasi who say o computer shop no a ho and ubiaba obenya the best a year computers at all Boise. So Ibrahim, I really appreciate it. Thank you very much for the ad. WADR Kevin Taylor Oshima or say the internet god Yesu Nebano and Odemaba and also Mimbejum Emma Ewiasina NTS. I really appreciate Ibrahim. Thank you very much. Now yes, inti mama yenye show no what's in the system e de na ekoso a yente ya ye beka ho asem. There's something we all need to understand, and it's got to do with Jandam. My lips are dry. Mami fo amosha me mo maba no omunya mi ankomo pe ohun so ba bia di matema na na kumem no do me. I mean nice kakra isremo. Ebacho onhwa call phone so uko Facebook a omu jimi o obetuma kohwe no ana uko Twitter obeko no omu jimi me and I'm about me show so and I'm say I just want to look sexy a little bit because my lips are dry. So I'm taking my time to do this. If you think this is too much for you and it's not professional, with all due respect, we'll be to another platform. Is it okay? Girls, no? Bibia de ye. Mama mi bibia okay, girls, no? Okay. Mami girls, mama me bibia who say lip gloss na bibia okay. Girls, no? Me person who say girls, no? Adia to mansani ya kwenim. Onhwa akọ. Girls, no? Adwama nyosle Charles Dabi, remember girls no, mama mi who say lip gloss na fan as fire na enye ya na my ni atoa so. Gloria, yes sir. Girls no. Girls no said them. I mean, be sure untimi hwa akọ wenim kope bi fo frehwe. Girls no comment no, it's okay love. Okay, thank you very much Candy. And girls no be Charity Pokia say okay, thank you very much Charity. Girls no who say okay. Say no okay metima mama another na me hu semester starting bi and say so girls say be okay. Girls say okay. Girls say okay. All right. Thank you, girls. Now, we drive the bofu. Boy, we am penas up there now, be. The obet my yanes obet now them no wesu. We able to show because of president and John Dramani Mahama also son enye. John Mahama be the president 4 years. We are na obi abeto aso 8 years. Sani pano so kwa na obi so abeto aso 8 years. Enti oba wadwini ye Mahama be the president and do 1 month o afeni edi 28 days. Mahama be the president on the 7th of January 2025. Afia isi mi eye bosumi edi enimi no eye eda etosonson. Enti enyandru eye February eda etosonson. Enti Mahama kwendi 1 month and mo be wu rough. Ye be miam kon. She ebeche fucking 4 years. Mo amodi je sia mo amodi 20 Mahama freeze nobody 24 time I swear in another NDC president nobody 25 wow we 30 cc and Mahama freeze nobody 35 wow we 45 Mahama 50 nobody 50 wow we this MPP wow we 65 Mahama 50 nobody 70 a better buta ye be miamu and Mahama freeze so aka another 16 years old it mo be kum wa munyankum huntam na e be che because Mahama etina so krendi 1 month and I'm wakasa sad I'm your protest and I'm soon be black or parliament and I'm Jimmy who already a betcha fucking all right, so we just want to talk about Mr. P. Let me take care of this mini one, and then we can just delve into the issues. There are some few social media segment stories. Yeah, I will say so I will take care of the social media segment stories and so. Now, we need to understand say when you talk about the NPP as a political party, what made the NPP relevant from 1992? Say, oye garden in our politics as what we call jandam or fake news misinformation or disinformation. Everything that made the NPP relevant from 1992, you started to about Ghana, presidents, no, atro, a dear friend, disinformation, fake news, misinformation. And no na ema NPP relevant ebedru 2024. Now, the reason why the NPP looked relevant or considered to be relevant for all these years was because the NDC as a political party failed to devise a strategy to kill fake news or to stop Jandam. And I say, NDC as a political party, they failed to understand, say, asema obika eyatrono, you need to quickly react to it. Now, when the NPP started denigrating, discrediting, lying, and forming a alliance with other people to lie about everything, about Ghana politics, the NDC, on the other hand, they thought to say NPP for Tronadru point to be we as a people will come to that realization, say, it's a party that lies. It's a party that was built out of lies. So the mistake the NDC made, and I'm not going to restrict this to only the NDC, the mistake the other democratic parties made, and also a contesting in our elections made, was that they underestimated NPP atro. The NPP was built out of lies. The leadership of the NPP had only one agenda, and that agenda was to lie. And I said, "Omubechatro, amanato Ghana phobi trim, titru, akamfor, and most importantly, asantifo trim, for them to have a certain perception or a certain kind of posture towards NDC and any political party that basically align themselves with the ideologies of J.J. Rawlings NDC. In this study from 1992, the NDC built different kinds of a message. And the message was basically to make Ghanaians believe, say, any person who is associated with the NDC or any party that is not linked to the NPP automatically is the enemy of some group of people in Ghana. In this study of politics now, the NPP started becoming irrelevant. Abra social media basically took over politics around the world, and that is from 2020, or let's say before that's 2017 thereabout. When social media took over politics, when conversations were moved from traditional radio, print, when conversations were moved from marketplaces, church, puppets, when conversations were moved from the streets onto social media where everybody could access, the NPP started becoming irrelevant in our political settings. Now, they became irrelevant because now people had access to information, and people also have the same access to verify the information. So the message of the NPP became difficult to sync. They now started to struggle. Now, they still believed that when they still believed, say almost stick it to the old 442 formation, the old format of inciting people against a group of people who belong to a political party, or creating the impression that a political party that isn't NPP is against the people who support NPP. They were going to have their way. Now, the mistake the NDC and we Ghanaians made from 1992 all the way to 2012, let's say 2012, was that we had allowed NPP and any surrogates, any omomotiti radio, TV, so to get away with a lot of lies. So when lies are told consistently or continuously, they somehow start to look like the truth. And at a point, Ghanaians believed in things that they believed in things that did not exist. And they said, Obie creative bibia to Tim say, with all due respect, we see baby amount. Na sa baby ne de a hono your last point into obra obon wahana, it does not matter. se unye Kristoni ana unye Muslimi ana unye Jewni ana won som bosom na se bi kura obi som bosom a se wo ye Kristoni na bosom sum ni e approach you na ka chew se eye bosom na osom no o ye effective bosom na aboa no manetumi si dan bosom na aboa no manetumi ne Marco school bosom na aboa no amanetumi aye nyoma bi. And I'm not speaking against obi osom bosom. It applies to other religion. Ebi a wo ye Muslimi Kristoni betuma be ka chew se opesa wo ye Kristoni because Christosom no aboa no mana ye say ebi a Muslim ni betuma approach obi a osom bosom aka chen say eye nkremosom no aboa no amana ye say wenya we. Now the first time the person approaches you, you actually come out and tell the person say oboa mesom na metim ne ye. But when that person continuously, consistently push that agenda in your head, say nesom no eye chen wosom no, it gets to a point you start to question wosom. For all you know, ebi anesom na or catcher no, there are so many things in that osoma obwa, but he just wants you to come join him. Ewo nesum nim. Inti consistently say ostatika to trim say nesom ne ye chen wosom na. Esom na wom no, dia wunya wosa osum nim kra, you will not value it. You will think say it is not enough. So you will still feel say that person nesom no e better than wosom no, and that is Adia MPP year from 1992. Into from 1992, the NPP, the NDC all came out to campaign. But for some reason, the NPP for messaging now was that NDC for you to travel. Omo free soldier buying when the buy into Obia or joining NDC biano sebio or for soldier buying into a so. But remember, NPP as a political party, all the coups are a see Ghana and Sana JJ Rawlings Ebeku 1979 and 1982 or 83, no. Now all the coups now no Ghana no. The NPP that has changed its name to become NPP today, no, they were involved in every single coup that had happened in this country. About 6 coups, the NPP were in there. But for some reason, 1992, yaba democracy, mono, all that the NPP preached was that PNDC, NDC, until joining NDC, to training. They did not talk about JB Dankwa's involvement in the previous coup say see how Dankwa Busia Dombomo were part, they masterminded the killing of Nkrumah, how they made sure Kotokamo any a free farmer any omomokana omuye soja for kuno. They don't talk about that because they wanted you to believe something that did not exist. Into from 1992, majority of Ghanaians did not even understand why NDC war, because they created that impression, and it was a consistent doctrine. It was a persistent doctrine. It was a doctrine that was done not just on the street, it was also infused into our education. Because who will be to say he was the man behind the social studies books. So all the books that we read, time and year JHS, primary, do this time, no, social studies, no, all the history, we thought people wrote to make sure, say, our past is being recorded and archived, you know. Edubwa Hinana or a founding member of the MPP, no, they made sure, say, when they write or they were writing about Ghana's history when it came to politics, you know, they made sure, say, everything was centered on the actions of the PNDC era. They did not put a lot of emphasis on Efrifa, on Kotoka, on the other coups that happened before JJ Rawlings. Because when they emphasize on those coups, what will happen? And they say, now the young people will start to understand, they say, the PNDC, JJ Rawlings era, no, it wasn't bad. Because, say, the 1979 coup and the 1982-83 coup, now, that was the coup that brought us to independence. But the coups that were orchestrated and sponsored by the NPP-UP, and the Omo Jankwabuzia group, now, those coups na see it did not pave way for Kebimami Kebi in Ghana. That is why Edubwa Hindems moved away or never emphasized on the previous coups but emphasized on the 1979 coup, 1983 coup, because they wanted the young people coming up. That's the indoctrination. They wanted the young people like us coming up, to believe, say, the NDC, the PNDC, NDC, or JJ Rawlings PNDC were evil, and that anybody who tries to entertain the history of PNDC, not JJ Rawlings, that person or your man before. A certain generation never associated themselves with the NDC, because the moment you do that, you are seen as somebody who supports crime. And it's like when you went into our various universities, our tertiary institutions, you saw few people being part of NDC youth groups. They were scared to be part of it because we had already been brainwashed in our primary schools and our senior high schools before entering our tertiary institutions. So the moment you try to join such a group, you yourself started feeling guilty because some people will see you say, now we're joining NDC. And that was how the Jandam started. That was how the brainwash started. And that is how the NPP became relevant from 1992 to 2024. Now, the NPP started becoming irrelevant in our politics in 2012. From 2012, people like myself and other people around Ghana or around the world started asking questions. In fact, those questions were being asked, but they were not asked so much. People did not persist. People did not push the system to give them answers. Into who will be to say Kwabena Japan or MPP Mua. What made him famous, or his springboard? Ojina so or the Kwabena Japan be General Secretary MPP Mu say Okachem Kofo say nani papa PNDC for kuno no a lawyer or a judge. You see a riffraff like Parliamentary. You see somebody like Kweku Baku. So when you look at the people who were doing the talking for a NPP, they were not directly speaking for the NPP as official NPP spokespeople, but they were speaking as if said, those people from CPP, from other political parties, they were all speaking against the PNDC, NDC because those people used that history to become relevant in our politics. In the Kwabena Japan say, who was just a DNA money relevant to Ghana politics, but say, Kwabena Japan and papa a judge in Yokuno, Rawlings time. You say, na Kweku Baku, so Kweku Baku, waka Ghana politics or a journalist, because you see JJ Rawlings and Breno, you chini tumu. And there are so many of them in the system. They use that to become relevant. Now, from 2012, ABC 2016, the system na ebusa questions. The young people started asking questions. Social media was becoming a little powerful. So now the NPP started getting jittery. That was when they brought Ekufuado again. Now they had to devise another strategy. And that strategy was that if the people are now asking questions, let's use the same medium where they are going to use to get the answers to go after them. When I say after them, to convince them that the questions they are asking wasn't relevant. So the MPP adopted another strategy. They went into investing in the media. They went into tapping into the traditional media to do their bidding for them. At a point, you realize, they bought a lot of radio stations around the nation. Now they put their tribal boys and girls on it. And the agenda was that let the people, the young people asking questions. Because that time, Ash FM, Peace FM, Angel FM, Inshira FM, FM. So Abubusa questions now, find a way to let them know, the questions they were asking wasn't relevant. And that your version of the answer is irrelevant. Into which best no panako kruko kwam sefa kan to Kweku Baku to Openye Jekum to. Their job is to let you believe, as some to Kweku Baku no, you should never forget to say Kweku Baku ye chini tumu. Into JJ Rawlings and in the party nasi for they are murderers. Kwame Sefa was set there and play the neutral, but the agenda was there to make sure the NDC and people who are asking questions about how our democracy came by, they have been given an answer. It will still sound to say the NDC is evil. Into the MPP used another strategy by investing in the media and using the media that was supposed to tell us the truth. Now the media was lying to the people of Ghana. In tobacco radio, so TV, so what they do is that the journalists now, you people respected and relied on for information that has been verified, you know. The jandam was there. A honana jandam, no, you grooming jandam, no. So the journalists, the so-called radio stations and the so-called journalists, no, they were polluting the system. And from 2012 all the way to 2016, it was tough for anybody to go out there and ask questions and get the right answer. They might be answering you, but the answer wasn't the correct answer. They were giving you answers that will still make the NDC look horrible in your eyes. In tobacco campuses, you know, majority of the young people did not want to associate themselves with the NDC, but they loved the NDC. They believed and they saw they compared the two political parties. They knew that the NDC was for good, but they were afraid and shy to associate or affiliate with the NDC because they will be seen as misfits in the community on the campus they live. 2016, luckily, the internet started getting stronger. Now, social media became powerful. Every single room had a phone. Every single pocket was carrying a phone. Now, news was being put out there without restrictions. People were able to Google stuff and get immediate answer or instant answer on social media. Now, the NPP started becoming weak. Their message started depleting. Now, they were struggling to let the people believe in the lies. So after they won power in 2017, they needed to be consistent in that inconsistency. And when I say the inconsistency, how they were able to tell lies to become consistent. So they were still stuck to the 4-4-2 formation of doing what? Using the power they have gotten in 2017 to still lie to the people. Until you realize, 2017, Ekufuado and MPP bar power. People started asking serious questions. The first thing he did was to give majority of journalists in Ghana positions in government. And the last minute, everybody was sorted because they knew, say, now social media has come to stay. The people, how are we going to stop this? The media was given what they wanted, and that was money. They were given positions. They moved Kwame Sefa-Kain to the board, our MPA board, Paul Adomotri to the Media Commission. Later, he was moved to Ghana Airport. They moved Egbert Fable to Petroleum Commission. They moved that guy who was at Cocoa Board to Cocoa Board. They moved all of them around because they wanted to seal the mouth that was going to answer the questions of the ordinary Ghanaian. Because majority of Ghanaians were asking questions and they were asking the so-called journalists who have done their research to give them the answer. Until the NPP started becoming irrelevant from 2017, January 7th. See, near to Ghana. Now, the whole idea was that in summer in 2012, 14, 15, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, omudi winning power no. They wanted a way to continue with that agenda. And in Semben Omokaye, they talked about John Mahama being a criminal. They talked about John Mahama going to buy hotels in Dubai. They talked about John Mahama's brothers. They talked about NDC Phoebe going to take money. They talked about so many things. Now they had to keep that momentum. How were they going to keep the momentum? Because the young people were asking questions. The young people were asking for verified documents. The young people were putting questions that you could not ignore. So now the job was for Kukubaku Dems, was for Kwame Sefa-Kain Dems, it was for Paul Adomotri, it was for NPP surrogates, community radio, some journalists, to explain. Say when they when they no. Now the problem they had was that the young people could go check and fact check to know the truth. So they had one option to tell them the truth, and they were not willing to tell the people the truth. So now it became difficult for them. The young people decided to, at the end of the day, go their way and find the truth. Courtesy social media, courtesy access to information. Make sure how the NPP right now is not relevant and it's a party. So we are Ghana in there. That's a order who NPP there. With all due respect, why do you form the way Jimmy? And from 2017 to 2025, a party that won, a party that said it won the election with a gap in 2016 for about 1.2 million or so 1.3 million. 2020 elections, that party at the end of the day lost majority of its parliamentary seat. It was struggling to win the elections. Why? Because from 2016 to 2020, the NPP could not sell the Jandam. The 2020 elections, they lost the elections. They had to kill 8 people to win the elections. They had to manipulate the system, manipulate the numbers through the Electoral Commission to force them their way through. They had to use the Supreme Court to win that elections. Is it not surprising that when we winning elections in 2016, the party that was in power dropped all the way to 106? You had full control of parliament. Now, you come to 2020, you have a hung parliament. The party that was the worst party, you people made the people believe. Senkan semna mokafa NDC woni John Mahama woni PNDC wono. If it was accurate, senanka enokra, what ne change ya in just 4 years. The seat at NDC was 106 moved all the way to 137. What actually changed? It was because they were not able to defend their lies. Atrona Ahmad power no. Atrona MPP the Beje power no. They could not defend it the first 4 years. Now the next 4 years or the second 4 years of Ekufuado ne Bawumiano. The first 4 years, even Nana Danko Ekufuado was being sworn in January 7, 2020, 2017, his statement, his speech was plagiarized. The first day he was being sworn in, the first day he was being given the nod to enter office as the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nana Danko Ekufuado, in his speech, every single statement he made, it was stolen. He did not have an original statement, an original speech that had been written from his heart, that he's going to have a social contract to the people of Ghana. Nana Ekufuado, because everything that was built around him was a lie. He could not even put together a legitimate, honest speech to tell you and I and why we should be proud of him and support him as a president. And the first speech, acceptance speech, or his speech to the nation was plagiarized. A speech I will call from other heads of states. So that gave you a signal that the party itself did not have any organic idea. They have never used the truth to lead or to come to power. From 2017 to 2020 elections, Nana Danko Ekufuado and MPP almost say they came with NAPCO, they came with One District, One Factory, all the flagship programs. 2020 elections, Nana Danko Ekufuado struggled. Mahamudu Bawumia lied. So you could see from 1992, the party has been a party. They have always been relevant. Anytime we allow lies to take the lead in our conversation. Anytime I say the MPP started becoming irrelevant when lies, jandam, fake news, misinformation, disinformation was stopped in Ghana politics. The results we saw, or we just witnessed in the 2024 elections, it's a clear manifestation that truth will lead this nation and that the NPP can never make its way back into the Jubilee House because they are not ready and willing to speak truth to the people of Ghana. Today, Ubusamu say, why do you still want to come back to power? They can't tell you. Ubusamu say, they can't tell you. Because when they came into office, they thought to say, Atrono was going to be the only thing that could keep them in power. Till date, all the things they said, all the allegations and the information they put out, they have not been able to verify even one. In Ghana politics right now, the NPP is not relevant. We are not supposed to make the NPP a party we can think with and I say reason around. It is no more a political party. They are a group of ignorant, tribalistic idiots filled with ego, thinking that we are still stupid, thinking, say, and that when they incite a group of people to believe, say, sa group no are better than anybody else who is part of another party, and then the be more relevant. It should tell you, say, the party itself does not have any principles. They did not build a party on anything that can last. And it's not today. There's nobody in the MPP they don't have anything like that. They don't have it because in the first place, there was no party that was rallying around any ideology. They were a group of people with different interests who basically lied their way through to power. And they are still struggling. They are still struggling with that. And the issue is, because they are not ready to admit that their party was built out of lies, they will never get out of lies. They will be stuck in the lie bud for a very long time because politics has changed. People now ask questions. People now vote based on what they see, the fact that they see. People just don't vote because they have heard a name of a political party or they've heard a name of an individual. No, people vote based on the facts. Now, yati asem ewo parliament, and sa asem no eye statement bi a NPP minority led by Afenyo Markin, and it's become a conversation and the obia edi san komoni bi, and in common say obia tena parliament on the NPP side. Abra ex-president JJ Rawlings or the democracy by ya and the ohinibi organ de bia you recognize no. And let me state these facts. And can JJ Rawlings and ohinibi enu Ghana recognizing the or your hini. No chief or queen mother and can JJ Rawlings 1992 as the leader of this country or may moving from a military rule to a democratic ruler, and ohinibi eni Ghana ha you recognize it. So JJ Rawlings led administration and as a decisioner or dictated Obama Ghana a democratic state, and kayeni a woman and a constitutional yenina as a nation we can basically live with or respect to build this nation. It does not matter. It does not matter how you see JJ. It does not matter how you hate or dislike him. So can you the same JJ Rawlings and you and I and Kentia. Inti say yes as a people. Now you're discussing Ghana today. You JJ Rawlings frima enye because he's the bile of our democracy. Anybody who contests this statement is basically somebody who does not even understand the democracy he or she is enjoying in Ghana today. Me say, JJ Rawlings, nobody can take him out of our politics. And from Nsema Yati or Ghana ha, from 1979, JJ Rawlings buy a politics him, and I say a young man trying to save his nation. Nobody has been able to bring one evidence. One. Say JJ Rawlings said way. Nobody. As I sit here, Mihubi. Every single statement about JJ Rawlings has been speculation. And where did the speculation start? It started from the NPP camp. J.A. Kufuor president. His agenda was to come and make sure JJ Rawlings faces firing squad. But he could not do it because we have a democratic nation. So he wanted to use us the people to kill JJ Rawlings. Into J.A. Kufuor by an Obeti Reconciliation Committee or Commission. He wanted his own people to come and nail JJ on the cross. But nobody in Ghana. Remember, time at J.A. Kufuor power, not JJ Rawlings was a military man. Not only peso crash at home. JJ Rawlings was an ordinary Ghanaian. Not the salary crack of one. Nobody in Ghana was able to stand on TV or even on any platform to say, I have this evidence. Say, Nami Jinahona JJ Bo Witrimutu ana Ucha Wechi. Nobody till date. So nobody has the right. Nobody in Ghana has the right to try and denigrate JJ Rawlings You have the right to your opinions. You can say whatever you want to say. But to make a statement without facts backing it, and not just a statement against any person, a statement against a man who through him, you and I, yete parliament and kwasiebi edge salary. Kwasiebi ne number to be kwabrochi in the name of diplomatic passport. Kwasiebi to be hospital ekonya some preferential treatment. And I say some special treatment because democracy inti kwasiano MP. So we are giving those people that treatment the ordinary Ghanaian on the street will not get. And yet JJ Rawlings and none of the MPs in parliament, none of these people will be human today. Because it was through JJ Rawlings our adopted democracy and the main parliament and the to be shemra ema nipa omo parliament no enyasa protection no as citizens of this country omo pecs ni ade. Now there's something going on. You see, the NPP as a political party is being led by a thief. And when I say a thief, I'm talking about Afenyomakin. Okay? Afenyomakin, he has been an old criminal. And I'll be exposing Afenyomakin, eh? Well, we name Afenyomakin biano. Busane say. Eye Akrowa House. A dear fraud nana oyen woho. Afenyomakin has been involved in visa fraud for years. Oh, say at the age of this, at the age of that, and I'm a top track, and I'm be a company. It's all a lie. Afenyomakin has been involved in visa fraud for years. Switzerland. And anytime I say Mumusa Afenyomakin say, "Aya Crower House, sa et fie hono no, e dey visa fraud na oye no ho." All the things na okeka say at the age of 21, 22, and or talk we know. Afenyomakin is a long time visa fraudster. Now, Switzerland, and as Swedish been on any visa fraud, it's been long and they've been doing it all these years. The guy's name is Pierre Jacquot. Pierre Jacquot. Afenyomakin knows. I've gone and we have documents tracing us way back as 15 years. How Afenyomakin, or not just Pierre Jacquot, came together. You see, even at a point, Afenyomakin was locked up at Adabraka police station. Mumusa said, why? Afenyomakin, he has been a game boy from day one. I also go school, 21 years no real school. He has been involved in gaming. Talking about fraud, visa fraud. Switzerland. Mesidi pana on any visa for a friend, Pierre Jacquot. Pierre Jacquot, visa fraud, Switzerland. A ho and a target no. Mr. Musa Afenyomakin say, a day and they arrested no and then call Adabraka police station. The docket is there. He should tell us why. Sa documents now say Sakogu ni ma ami fie no. I have all the documents. And he said, ubusa the questions about his life. He hides behind at the age of 21 and I'm a company and I'm a multi-million-dollar contract is lying. Oh, see, I bet you years back, a car na or day. He has been involved in visa fraud for years. But I'll take my time and let you know who Afenyomakin is. And as I speak to you today, he's still involved in visa fraud. Yes. Mr. Mumusa said Crower House. What happened at Crower House? Mumusa say, a place your friend Adabraka police station. Then the man ko pure locking up there and no sheho. Ye chain sheho. Onim Pierre Jacquot. One of the most craziest visa fraudsters around the world. Here at a point, Mamika Bibincho, Afenyomakin, this is how he said he secured those monies. The companies no be no. He was calling banks and telling the banks to say a JA Kufuor and amano banks in the number say on free for this amount of money. Mumusa Afenyomakin say me boa. Afenyomakin could call a bank because he did not have a financial strength for the money he wanted. Otumi frɛ na wa catch him say kufo ne ka so on frɛ omo. Na odi kufo din eno ntina na Kennedy Japan catch them say they wanted to make Afenyomakin a minister, but because of Nyamba Binti, they could not make him a minister. Afenyomakin is a hardened criminal. All these things were there. We didn't want to talk about it, but until he decided to let some people think, say, oh no, or you clean, on Bokrono, on Yeri, we are going to make the world know who Afenyomakin is. Mr. Mumusan said, does he know Pierre Jacqua? And Akrowa House, what was happening there? And Mumusan said, then he ended up at Adabraka police station. He was arrested. He almost got jailed. May the documents make sure the number of people in Switzerland visa frauder with DPOMO. I am bringing this in because you see, Afenyomakin or a diabolic individual. You started vetting, so what study BBI, and I'm coming to what happened in Parliament. You started vetting how many times now Afenyomakin are apologizing to different people? Let me tell you, a fraudster is not scared to apologize. A fraudster does not care to apologize. So be a fraud, no bunipa. The easiest thing for that person to say is, I am sorry. Because they know that I'm sorry I am saying to you, you are going to let your guard down. You started that way. How many people na Afenyoma can catch and say, I am sorry? About 7 people. Why do you think every minute he says, I am sorry, he comes back to do the same thing? Because he sees you people, somewhere Jimmy. A fraudster, a catcher say, I am sorry. And to say, oh, DP Oba online. And later telling the Oba, say, I am sorry, I don't know what happened. And the man, it is easy for him. Because the moment he tells you, I am sorry, you just let your guard down. And that is what he has done. In terms of go back to that and start saying, Afenyomakin has apologized to Ablakwa. He has apologized to Ablakwa's wife. He has apologized to the clerk of parliament on the committee. Afenyomakin has apologized to every single day he apologized. And it's easy. You know why it is easy? Because there's nothing attached to that. I am sorry. It is a game. It is a game to him. Afenyomakin tomorrow will come to parliament again and say, I'm sorry. It is normal because he knows that what he's doing, he's going to do it again. So, Obia Obu, and intina when somebody like Nanaba Namwa, Ebejina Twitter can say Afenyo is a gentleman because Afenyo deliberately decided to destroy Okujato Ablakwa's marriage. Deliberately decided to destroy Sam George's marriage. But Ohun said, oh yeah, because the damage, he has done it. And because I'm sorry. If you see somebody like Nanaba Namwa, because Afenyomakin is a gentleman. Nanaba Namwa is the kind of woman that you worry on money a boo more them. Ya buo mwa anopa na ya to koko 1 cup na wanom osimi kunu dome enti sa ebro na okom no ya di koko 1 cup ne man ni refi. That is the kind of person Afenyomakin is. And it will be to say Nanaba Namwa will come on Twitter and say Afenyo is a gentleman. What did he do? He has apologized the 90th time. He has apologized the 20th time. Into your banner won yes smarter. Now I agree with former. You might think say Afenyomakin, the sorry he says he means it, he does not mean any of them. That is the game he plays. Afenyomakin can lie. And then the next day you say, oh, I am sorry I said this to you. He's just saying I'm sorry, but he knows the damage he has done. And I'm telling you, on Parliament way, every 2 weeks, Afenyomakin will render an apology to somebody because that's the game to him. There's no attachment to it. And when you get, with all due respect, lazy brain girls like Nana Abamo, when they see this kind of actions, a man, are you not scared that one man can apologize in a week like 4 times? Are you not scared of that man? How do you end up saying he's a gentleman? You are the kind of woman, Bema to be the mokosha them, now wa molest mo, a break mo, a repimo. Adia chia no akoto mo kubakwama, no better social media say, such a gentleman. 2 days to abasa buoku, because you don't even understand the game he's playing with you. And that is what Afenyomakin has been doing. I'm a man, I know what I'm talking about. Next week, he will come to Parliament. He will come and do what? Apologize for some stupid thing he has done. Listen, Afenyomakin had an agenda Obusa okuja to black one sema oka esatia ne yire no. There was a deliberate attempt to destroy Oma Warrior. Yes. Okasatia Sam George and then yire no. There was a deliberate attempt to destroy their marriage. They know you need the whole. He knew what he was doing. He knew so oh I'm sorry madam. I'm sorry madam. It's easy for him to say I'm sorry. Real men find it difficult to put out I'm sorry because that sorry, if it does not come from a special place, it does not come out easily. When people use I'm sorry easily, there are people who are dangerous and you have to be careful about those people. And they say you having somebody in your life every single day, I love you, I love you, I love you. When they use the I love you without thinking about it, those people can harm you any day. The I love you and I am sorry should come from a special place, meaning I am not going to go back to that again. But you see, because foolish men and weak-minded girls begin say, this is how it should be. Obia Jimmy Hunde was say Obi, I am sorry. It is that is the time of weakness. I am promising you this. After Nyomake will come to Parliament next week, he will come and render an apology. And then he will go back home and come back and fool again. Because when we say, ye Jimmy. Now, when was summer issue of Parliament, Pierre Jacou, Mumusa, after Nyomake can say, does he know Pierre Jacou? Pierre Jacou. Me say, visa fraud, Switzerland visa fraud. I have all the documents. We've been able to enter Switzerland. After Nyomake, we will let every Ghanaian know, say, or you're fraudster, or you're criminal. Go on his Twitter page and ask him, after Nyomake, do you know Pierre Jacou? Pierre Jacou. Have you been involved in Switzerland visa fraud? And then I Japan air catch me in one of his videos that they cannot make Affe Nyomake a minister because of some things that they know. Now let's come to Parliament, and it's got to do with a statement that an MP has made. Oma Ketia Senator Rawlings, ne papa JJ Rawlings, ex-president Rawlings, may he so rest in peace. Now let's go listen to the statement.
Is not to generate debate. I would want to remind the House that these are national heroes. Some are on our side, some are on their side. So let us be mindful how we react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that a statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa. Daughter of Medra, daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down. It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa.
So this is what happened in Parliament. Senator Rawlings, one of the finest politicians. Since Senator, era Parliament of Ghana, I am yet to hear anybody in Ghana say, this lady has insulted anybody in her delivery. She has never even insinuated in her delivery in Parliament about something. I am yet to hear. Since J.J. Rawlings, Senator Rawlings, era Parliament, I am here, I'm yet. And I can say this on authority. NDC MPs are more Parliament in there. From the time of this lady era Parliament. On the other, one of the MPs are conducting more exceptionally. When she's given the opportunity to speak, she does not insinuate. She does not even give low blows. She does not indirectly insult opponents. She has always been consistent and she has always delivered the facts. I am yet to hear anybody in Ghana politics, even during campaign, outside on the field, that people do all sort of things and say all sort of things. I'm still yet to hear anybody bring a tape out to say, Senator Rawlings, J.J. Rawlings, or ye MP no, and Sama Amine Didi will be at them. This lady, of Parliament, they were talking about heroes of Ghana. They were mentioning heroes. And Afenyoma Kinjina Honana or Kasa. And an NPP sitting right behind Afenyoma Kin. Ebien Anokacha Senator Rawlings on Tenase. She's a daughter of a murderer. This is Parliament of Ghana, led by Alban Bagbin. Minority NPP led by Afenyoma Kin. He had it. And the guy just didn't end there. Osako Osuka said there's evidence that the man killed people. Now, it has come to light that Senator Rawlings, the constituents, Clote Kole constituency, they have officially petitioned a Speaker of Parliament. Say, Omo MP no, the statement that was made to embarrass, to denigrate, Omo MP, any Omo Papa, who is the founder of our Fourth Republic, the Parliament of Ghana led by Alban Bagbin, that particular MP, we need to know who that MP is. Now, this is the NPP that just left power less than a year. This is a member of Parliament offering the constituency or catch it say or call in the name of Ghana to go bring something home. Now, it has come out that Samuel Abu Jinapo was the one who made the statement. Now, Yatese Samuel Abu Jinapo Babontine Beka said he knows nothing about it. And you're on the make it. If he knows nothing about the statement, Afenyoma Kin knows who made the statement. Until Afenyoma Kin brings out the MP who made the statement, it is Samuel Abu Jinapo, because Senyor Noah, he was sitting there, he heard it, unless he wants to tell us that he did not hear the MP who made the statement. Now we can tell you on authority, says Samuel Abu Jinapo made those statements. That J.J. Rawlings is a murderer, and that Senator Rawlings or a daughter of a murderer, and that he has evidence that what the killings that were done by J.J. he has evidence. Samuel Abu Jinapo turned on the mic and told the whole world to say, Senator Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer. The man, J.J. Rawlings, who today and Kenya Rawlings and Kankwasiya 4-way MPP 4-way and Kabakumpo into Parliament. Samuel Abu Jinapo sat in Parliament to tell Ewiase said J.J. Rawlings' daughter is a daughter of a murderer. And that he has evidence to J.J. killing people. My friends, this can bring tribal war. This can bring uprising in this country. Samuel Abu Jinapo said enya onwa. We saw the video. At least the minority leader, who is Afenyomakin, turned around and told the person making that statement to shut up, to stop talking. He turned around the second time into Samuel Abu Jinapo said enya onwa. He, Samuel Abu Jinapo, should tell us, did he hear? Afenyomakin should be able to tell us who was making that statement. Because at least we have a footage of Afenyomakin turning around to tell the person who was making that statement, say, Onye Dina Onkasa. He was not telling the person to stop speaking and that the person should apologize for his statement. Afenyomakin was not bothered about the statement the person was making. He was more bothered about his statement not being heard. Ain't Samuel Abu Jinapo say enyo noa. Afenyomakin should tell us say it wasn't Samuel Abu Jinapo. Because if Afenyomakin fails to let Ghanaians know say enye Samuel Abu Jinapo and then every MP is a target. We are going to say this today. Because people also adore J.J. Rawlings. People also respect the Fourth Republic. People also respect the contribution of J.J. Rawlings. And he said, because on paper, from the voice we heard, it was Samuel Abu Jinapo. We know it was Samuel Abu Jinapo because Samuel Abu Jinapo went to insult the Gonja king. He went and he insulted him. This is the same Samuel Abu Jinapo. What can Sama? We know there were people in the chamber. Samuel Abu Jinapo and they make that statement to say, Zenata Rawlings, or a daughter of a murderer. He did not end there. He went further to say, our evidence to prove that J.J. Rawlings killed is a murderer. We want Afenyomakin, who is the leader of the minority, to come out and tell us who that MP is. Because at least in the video, we saw him turn around to tell the person to stop talking. So Afenyomakin to me amba out. I'm a country say. Sa nipa okasa a nipa way because we Ghanaians and the constituency constituency. They want to know the specific person who made that statement. So Afenyomakin refuses that it means the 88 MPs. The 88 MPs, they are enemies of the state. Anything can happen to anyone at any time. And we can say on record, said this statement was made by Samuel Abu Jinapo. Said Samuel Abu Jinapo said, and then it means he also heard the person who spoke. Said Samuel Abu Jinapo today, who was sitting right behind Afenyomakin, the Western Regional Minister, former Western Regional Minister, Kobi Ochedaku, was sitting there. He also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. Afenyomakin, or minority leader, he also turned around. He saw the person who made the statement. Say Samuel Abu Jinapo say and you want to make his statement now. Then it means say the minority leader Afenyomakin knows the person and one person beka sadi panachre. Say Samuel Abu Jinapo say and you want to kaya. Then it means Samuel Abu Jinapo knows the person and one person beka chre. But from what we know now, Samuel Abu Jinapo, he is the one who made that statement. Let's listen to the statement again.
It's not to generate the react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that the statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa on their contribution.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa on their contribution.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa on their contribution.
Daughter of Medra, sit down. Daughter of Medra, sit down.
It's me. That's evidence on Sani Papa Kunipa.
So her video now, they were all laughing. They were laughing. That statement was made by Samuel Abu Jinapo. Samuel Abu Jinapo can never run away from this. And so what Samuel Abu Jinapo constituency, you should be hurt for voting for such a criminal. Until Samuel Abu Jinapo comes out to tell us who actually said this. Afenyomakin turned around or done and or catch a dipana or make a statement and say onye din, meaning Afenyomakin saw the person who made a statement. Kobi Ochidakon turned around, saw the person who was making the statement. So there are a lot of people in this video that can tell us who made a statement. So Samuel Abu Jinapo say enyo noa then wine. And the best person to tell us who that person was is Afenyomakin. Afenyomakin is the best person to tell us to say enye Samuel Abu Jinapo na eye obi fufro. So Afenyomakin fails to do this, then it is Samuel Abu Jinapo. We all know say Samuel Abu Jinapo until Afenyomakin, who is the minority leader of the NPP side, the 88 pigs. So Afenyomakin fails to tell us Nipana Odane and Hokachen say onye dina. And it is Samuel Abu Jinapo who made this statement. Say, J.J. Rawlings, Senator Rawlings, or your daughter of a murderer. And that he has evidence, say, J.J. killed people. He needs to provide that evidence. And I'm very sure, say, it wasn't only one camera that was capturing parliamentary proceedings yesterday. And I'm sure that Parliament itself, it has security cameras there that can take overhead shots. I know there's an overhead shot camera that shoots everything. Say the specific camera we are looking at today, a Parliament Facebook page, and I said whatever page, there should be a security camera in the chamber that can take an overhead shot. There should be a camera or an overhead shot camera, a chamber where it can give us a clear shot of proceedings that time and who made the statement. But until we go into that, I want to speak to Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings. This is happening because you have allowed this to happen. You have to take the blame. Today, you are, per the MPP, you are a wife of a murderer, and it makes you a murderer. Today, the same MPP that you went to sell NDC to, Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings, your greed, your unsatisfactory greed, your unending greed, that greed that led you to go and sell your husband to the NPP. The same people are telling you that your ex-husband, your husband, who is no more, today the same MPP that you went to bed with, they are telling your daughter in Parliament that she is the daughter of a murderer who advises a murderer at the end of the day. The murderer was sharing bed with you, Nana Kunedu Ajima Rawlings. You are the first and last person the murderer thinks with. So today, the same MPP you were sharing wine with, you were telling them things to destroy the NDC. Today, they are humiliating your daughter in Parliament because of you. You gave them that room. This is what you are going to take to your grave. This is the record. This is the terminal report you are going to take with to your grave. Because today, your MPP that out of selfish greed, out of unnecessary greed you went to sleep with, today they are telling you you are a murderous wife. It makes you a murderer. So I don't blame the NPP. I blame you, Nana Kunedo Ajman Rawlings. Your innocent children are today suffering because of your greed, your diabolic mind, the attitude of entitlement, your selfish greed. That is what has brought your daughters to this point. Womano, what they are facing today, some kuna would also mukun because you have caused this. Ahoya, greed, any bre, and kwasiade. See, today, your most intelligent, and I say your intelligent daughter, I'm not going to say most because you have intelligent daughters. Your intelligent daughter, at least in Ghana politics, baby, a dirty riffraff in the MPP is calling your daughter, who is more respectable, intelligent, has built a better life than these riffraffs, dirty fools. They are sitting in parliament on camera telling your daughter that she's a daughter of a murderer. Now you said Zenato on your strong woman. Do you think she can go back to that parliament and speak on the floor? Or you say Zenato Rawlings on your strong woman. Now onini papa moja a man in a ding to make sure say or you ready say what focus so be so be ya. Or you say she will have that courage to lead her constituents again. All because of you, Nana Kunedo Ajman Rawlings. And also, I have a message for the Speaker of Parliament. Every day, every time we hear you, Alban Bagbin, speak in Parliament. You have stayed in Parliament for long. None of the people in Parliament today, when you started parliamentary practice, time Aura Parliament, you uphold the integrity of Parliament. This is the time to prove to us. You, Alban Bagbin, you are fond of always pushing criminality in Parliament under the carpet. That is something you have done for years. And you have done it in such a way that you make it look like, say, oh, you dear, you solve issues. No. Your integrity and credibility is at stake. It's the same NDC that has made you who you are today. Nobody knew you. With all due respect, you were going to walk out of Parliament quietly and die without anybody recognizing you. Without due respect. Until the John Mahama NDC, JJ Rawlings NDC made you Speaker of Parliament. How many Ghanaians knew Alban Bagbin before you were made Speaker of Parliament? These same fools, NDC, fought to put you there. You did politics. You did everything in politics. But the kind of mileage you have now, all the years in politics and now you did not have it until they gave you this ice, until they topped all your success with this speakership position. This is the time for you to prove to Ghanaians to say, you are a hypocrite, or you are the real deal, or you are an honest grandfather. Because you cannot sit in that chair and make this look like an ordinary statement that should be brushed under the carpet because you want to satisfy some stupid fool or a stupid political party in the name of democracy. No, because if you don't solve this, if we don't get to know the MP who did this and kicked out of Parliament, you will be our target. Parliament is supposed to be protected. We were here when you said you have suspended 4 MPs because they did not conduct themselves as MPs. They did not show Parliament that respect. They did not show the people of Ghana respect. JJ Rawlings Inti and Alban Bagbin, today you are here as a Speaker of Parliament. You need to make sure whoever said this or made this statement, Ghanaians get to know who this person is. The right punishment applied. This is not politics as usual. People are angry. And if you say, Debiano, yema respect. Prove to us to say you are not corrupt and you are not a liar. Alban, Small, Bagbin, or whatever. Prove to Ghanaians that you are not a liar. Because every liar is a thief. And this statement from the NPP minority, whoever made that statement, and for now we know it's Jinapo, Samuel Jinapo, he made these statements. You need to make sure the person who made the statement, you officially announce the name of the person who made the statement because you are the Speaker of Parliament. You oversee all the activities in Parliament. We want you to take the necessary action, an action that nobody will forget in this country. Because today, you, Alban Bagbin, so you expect us Ghanaians to protect your integrity and your name. JJ Rawlings is bigger than majority of you people in Parliament. In fact, all of you. JJ Rawlings, he's bigger than every single person in Parliament today. JJ Rawlings is bigger than anybody in the MPP. As we speak, everyone in the MPP. JJ Rawlings is bigger than that individual. So this should be treated as an emergency. If Alban Bagbin, you fail to bring out the person who made this statement, you will never enjoy the rest of your life on this planet. Politics will be sour for you. It will be a bitter pill. Politics will never be exciting and interesting to you. That integrity that you want to retire with, that respect that you want to have even after your grave or after your death, you will not have an iota of that respect. This statement I just played, the constituents in Senator Rawlings' Parliament, we demand that the person who made the statement is brought out. Samuel Abu Jinapo made the statement. At least, Afenyo Markin turned around in Parliament. Ohunipa Okansa Asemno, Kobi Ochredakon turned around, saw the person who made the statement. So you cannot tell me that it came from outside Parliament. The person spoke in the mic. Yenyinayati. So Afenyo Markin, Alban Bagbin, this is not politics as usual. Alban Bagbin, if you fail to deal with this, you will never be respected as a member of Parliament, a former member of Parliament, a Speaker of Parliament. We will help for your integrity be soiled. I will do everything possible for your name to be cleaned out of Ghana politics, for people to see you as a destroyer, to see you as a hypocrite, as a liar, as somebody who sits in the speaker's seat, as a sycophant who always does work to please the opposition MPP. This is the only way you can clean your integrity and clear yourself. This is not a joke. No fool can sit in Parliament. Kwasiebian to mean Parliament and can't say the daughter of JJ Rawlings is a daughter of a murderer, and goes ahead to say they have evidence. They need to show us the evidence. Alban Bagbin, Afenyo Markin, the NPP minority, Samuel Abu Jinapo needs to show us the evidence. And I'm waiting for Haruna Idrisu to make a statement on this. Because when the lady spoke against, MFA spoke against that silly boy, Anodompre, you, Haruna Idrisu, you were quick. You see yourself as the most intelligent Dagomba in Parliament. You were quick to throw your colleague under the bus. Haruna Idrisu, the next sitting of Parliament, I want you to step forward and demand that the person who made the statement, and demand for evidence, because without JJ Rawlings, majority of you people, including you, Haruna, you were riff-raffs walking on deserts. You would have never made it to Parliament without JJ Rawlings putting together the NDC, without JJ Rawlings putting together the Fourth Republic. So without JJ Rawlings, none of you rats will be in Parliament today. Abana edibo techino, sa abana edibo ba, oyire asantini obechichiri machiro. You were very vocal. You came out to criticize, condemn, chastise, and at the end of the day, suggested punishment for MFA. This is the time you have to protect your party, protect the integrity of your leader, protect the integrity of your founder. Let the world know that you are not in Parliament suppressing your own people because of some political ambition you have, and that you are in Parliament just to protect Ghanaians and our leaders. Haruna Idrisu, this is the time you have to prove to us that you don't work for Akufo-Addo and his people. This is the time to prove to us that the things they said when you were a minority leader, they were all lies. That you are corrupt and that you do business with Afenyomakin, you are taking millions of dollars, building mansions and stealing from the taxpayer behind the scenes. This is the time for you to prove to us that your integrity is intact. This is not done. I will say you go to the bottom of this. The person who made this statement needs to prove with evidence, because that person said it in the audio, in the video, that they have evidence that J.J. Rawlings killed people.
Is not to generate debate. I would want to remind the House that these are national heroes. Some are on our side, some are on their side. So let us be mindful how we react when it's our turn. Obviously, there will come a time that a statement will be made in honor of the hard work of former President Nkrumah, Liman, Jerry Rawlings, Professor Mills, and all. Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me. Contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kunipa. Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
It's me.
That's evidence. Also, the Papa Kunipa.
Let us, Mr. Speaker, let us focus on their contribution.
Doctor of Medra, sit down. Doctor of Medra, sit down.
See, this deliberate of the NPP. And who was the speaker that day? The Formina MP. The Formina MP, Speaker Alban Bagbin, you need to bring him to tell us if he heard this, if he saw the person. You see, this cannot just go easily. We cannot just brush it away. No. The Speaker of Parliament that day was the Formina MP. And that speaker too needs to tell us who said that. Samuel Abu Jinapo, for now, he is the one who said it. And he has admitted that he said it. Now, if Samuel Abu Jinapo at a point has come out to say he did not say it, then he should tell us who said it. Afenyomakin should turn around and tell us who said it. The speaker then, the Formina MP, what's his name? That guy who was presiding, the speaker of the day, the Formina MP, he needs to also tell us who made that statement in Parliament. Alban Bagbin, also fresh out Formina MP, no? Sit in your seat and ask him at the floor of Parliament that you were the speaker who made that statement. The Formina MP on the presiding here on the tnaso so akwana ne sia hyekurasi ni no sa esiama no ne sia hye no mumbusa ne say na otesro no who made that statement, because he was listening to Afenyo and whatever came through the mic, he heard it. So I want the Speaker of Parliament Alban Bagbin to summon the Deputy Speaker na otia konwom no esiama na sia hye ne say who made that statement. Now, another prayer, the silly dirty boy. Time assembly see no osina oni Parliament. And there wakotna asempa. And you see, the journalists no omo no a problem in Ghana. Now, okotna asempa no silly boy another prayer. They question him about sa statement away from Parliament. Muntie the another prayer kan.
The demand on social media ne say nipa enra leak mic eba a wo se wo kase obi daughter of a murderer, no. You say Mokokos no should name that person. Agana for you know.
Oh, you see,
Obia no be a suspect say or no about a bit deny vehemently saying you no.
Mina mini chamber.
Okay.
Okay. So na me was suspension.
Yes.
A general leader suma me say me no more that was working on that.
Asempa FM.
It's unfortunate say BBC PA. But you see okay way you because okay you are justifying it. Me nimni pakro or cancer.
Okay.
I will never support Obiso on BBC, especially nipa ntiase na o cancer. I will remind it when nipa ne pain. It's most unfortunate, but in our orders, you know. So Obi kasana wan kengu microphone It is not captured by the
by the Hansard.
The Hansard doesn't capture it. You know, we will try. Say nipa na the person should show remorse. So can Bibi cannot wear your side. I don't know. Mimi, I can't imagine so people wear your side. I can't say. ABI came from the public gallery. I don't know. So unfortunate. And I'll pay one of the seniors on the other side. Eba me ho. You know, catch him says I comment. You know, Anko ye. Inti se betimi ehuni pakona na yeni nipa nkasa. Then behind the scenes you find a way to deal with it. And I'm saying, open you share. I mean, ni chamber ho no mo. It is most unfortunate say bibi sa ba.
But is it possible say through investigations mo betime hu nipa kro?
Well, if some call tape no mo G tape no mutimi.
But we know to know nipa na kasa go mic, it will not be from the gallery. It should be from somebody within the plenary.
Well, he say if we are so minded to find the person, we'll be able to find him. But the meaning should say fear side.
Sir,
I'm not sure. I'm not saying that it's not possible.
Okay, but
I'm not sure say if he side. Sometimes if you will be a cousin, if you are sorry, no, if you are sorry, say sit down. Those things are there. But to the extent that the people cancer has some the genie say if he side. As a whip, I know my people well.
From the other side, and so it will be strange for anybody to say that.
It could also come from the gallery.
Gallery and came out, sir.
Well,
her microphones near.
Well, you can make that argument, but me the mean gene this if he on your side.
Okay.
But sir, if we launch investigation here, who said if he side out? Yes, sir.
You are the caucus whip.
Yes.
Would you take interest in launching an investigation?
Oh,
are we a part of leadership?
Of course.
Of the caucus?
Before I even answer that question, let say, even on the quiet, I'm doing it. I don't need to say it on radio, but on the quiet, I'm doing it. Sometimes one of the things.
The journalist Busana say, as summoner a bar, my engineer clearly no. Another press as summoner dear entry now ono na ye caucus no whip no NPP side no. Or a short as some free MPP ni ho na free eye nipa na mo be share proceedings no. Na journalist to video I share me share bi. You otiwo unhu say afejo marking wo obi otiwo onkwasi ade om di journalist ni yeni. The journalist is making the issue look like a simple issue. That is how they do it. You see, they speak behind the scenes and then they come out and treat a very important issue to say just a simple matter. Oh, si biano busa questions. Oh, na say ade etie no there. I say if you mic ni mo yete na kwasi ane to waka say it could be say every gallery or ebi obi net ho na onye sure say a MPP ni na ono de onim say but you were not there from the beginning of the conversation. The fool sitting in front of you said no need parliament. So why should we take his account? Why should we take another press account? And you, the Obi now was still one. Obi na nkakachira wo Obi wo parliament say, "Oh papa, you murderer." And kabachina kacha say, but the TN I say if you side ho, these are straightforward. They made the statement. And you see, omoni journalists want to treat important issues to you people. No, treating as a trivial issue. It is a National Cathedral issue. No. Billions of cities was put in the National Cathedral. On Metina Radio, so they treat it as a normal conversation. Sikana Mutugu National Cathedral said, no, or sank a journalist should be mad about it. Time MPP also, Galamsey, Ekunipa, yes, excavators, yes, Sheno, Yeria, they treated Galamsey issue as a trivial issue. Oh, now say Galamsey they will be a year. The same will be Betina teams so Oko Takradia are being a worker at ECG and that it is supposed to be from down bottom or up bottom up. They treat it. And you see, this matter, Yan Flipper Coin, no, Sankaya NDC Nibi, and what majority side they make a statement where Calvin say this is how the conversation was going to go. Anka ahimfubia sorry at your press conference. I'm telling you. Me say Sankaya NDC Nibi. Ena ebia Subi MP kasa. And I say Swami MPB kasa. And I say ebia yemfa say eye Bantama MP. Ana Swami MP kasa. Na obi ewo NDC for mu ka say hey, sit down. Party no a bafo akoto kromfo a ote party. Bafo akoto Kowini, bafo akoto Kunipa. Do you think this was going to be a joke? No. Say NDC didn't make his statement free. Majority stand say, example, say Bantama MP kasa, Swami MP kasa, and I say NPP stronghold be MPB kasa. Na obia shout every NDC phone say, "Kawanutum bafo akoto the pakumfo party." Yeah, we evidence okun. Oje sanka, you better radio so edin common say. Do you think say the various account radio stations anti-fortitus no? Oje said they would have treated this like that? No, it would have been a mensia conversation. And Quebec say MP Chrono, yan fanembra kumasi mensia no me yano. Yan tiana ba you be kasa one crying. Yan manen free crying ma mensia. I am trying to let you understand how they are trying to treat this as a joke because it is coming from the NPP. Ain't you see, every time, say NPP di bonia, omoko asempa, na omuni obi atena behind the scenes. And then the last we catch your mind come Sante say, or your bema onka John Mahama asem, sika and kokoji no, and come match the video. Omuni obi ni kotenase. Na omakasa obi sesia de we de aye better na brana se also when de mebusa wo say ye ba wo de mention dan gina we so gina ha se ni nkwa so wo gina ho eka another prayer one he wasn't in parliament. Two, you obi asking the questions when we say another prayer say so what about your leader? He was the one speaking and he turned around to tell the person to shut up. Do you want to tell me your leader Afenyomaki did not see the person? What about the he also turned around to see the person speaking. So can't you ask these questions? But you know what they do? They want to treat it like a mere normal simple story because a MPP for and a against you. Because men are metesa konyenima. I can say another person you were not there. I'll play the video and say another prayer. You see your minority leader was the one speaking. He turned around to tell the person saying that to shut up. Do you want to tell me that the statement wasn't coming from your side? Why is the minority leader not telling Ghanaians that he saw the person or did not see the person? Why are you the one here to respond to that matter? Why is another Brekwasi we are? Today, he does not deserve to be in parliament, be answering questions about Aseme Sia no Oniwo. Why should another be answering questions on this? Because or some stupid whip. But we saw people on radio, on TV. Why is it say the media, they are all moving away from Afenyomakin? Afenyomakin is the best person to tell us who the person was because he turned around and saw the person and instructed the person to keep quiet because he is speaking. Kobi Ochidakun turned around, saw the person and told the person to keep quiet because their boss was speaking. It is Samuel Jinapo said he was also sitting right behind Afenyomakin. I don't know to mean can't ni pakro cancer asem no. Na kwasia we betra sempa catch say it's from the gallery. Now wo from journalist we are boa. Wo obi wajimi. Now from wo say wo na wakenkan nim nyansa wo betumi a kyerɛkyerɛ Ghana nsɛmu. Wajimi. Now papa na ko bi gina wo ka say oh papa or you wudifo a anka bebusa questions this way. We have seen it. So why are we not posing the question to the minority leader? Because another Kwasia we no only he wasn't there. Why do we need another press statement? Because indirectly another press no Kwasia pay ya permanent free parliament. Intade na ansem here. Omo mote wono. Afenyomakin na okasa na odane ne ho no. Why no hu no so okasa? And Afenyomakin be ka che se we hu obia. Sa Afenyomakin se we hu obia de Samuel Jinapo ne ka sa asem no. So Samuel Jinapo say enyo no a ono so be so che say we hu obia. The statement was made by Samuel Jinapo on ne ka asem no. Won de omde journalism ne ye. Won de omde radio ne ye. Hwe Mameka bibi nchiro another prequel ho no. This was the reason why he came on radio. And some of the kind of this was the reason. Mameka say nchiro. Time I suspended another pray. Other than suspending that day in Wamba radio so. After I suspended about 3 days, I recall you back no better radio. So I can say, it is because they wanted to whitewash the NPP of this crime. Sadia way, it is against our constitution. Sadia way MPP, you know. Send the offer MPP na oye penyini, oye hene, oye hema, oye sofo, oye kwasia. Because wo sani pano, ochina uwa, ya beka se wo ohini way, oye kromfo, oye tu ni, ohini ya ubedi, you know, oye ahini na ubedi, kwa nango siyo kuu tochini. Because that is what you people are encouraging. And that is what the NPP is encouraging today. Say no more parliamentary. So when you're part of NPP, oh yeah, that is the NPP. Anytime I start a case, I catch them say, part way, they have always seen Obia on your NPP nisa or ya boa. That is the mentality. Omri asho mo matrim, edi asho mo ma minimum trim, edi asho mo nyanu trim tina and the Omaka 88. We need to nullify the party. I was say you good party no, you two-tier party we manika 3. Now in 37 years or 38 years, 42 years, no, now you start here for me something else to think about. Say where would you be? But at this point, this group of termites, nipamu nankan kwasiafo we cannot lead us. It's an insult for anybody to walk to the ballot and say me kwa kotwama MPP. We are buaba. Now papa na nkeka chen say you can't parliament say he is a murderer. Wako school, wabon woma, wako campaign. We jina ni penim wasre omo se kone kodi djuma maye na wako jina parliament na wo papa odi djuma e de ne bra to ho okọ prison e kontokwa eje wo man si wende kebi mami kebi wo no kwase bi ba sori ka kire wo se wo papa oye wudifo. You think this is just a joke? That is the MPP for you. And this party no tina omote ye no, that is the mentality at that party team. They never respected J.J. Rawlings. They never respected Kwame Nkrumah. They never respected Atta Mills. They have never respected John Mahama because that is how they are made. They are animals. They are disease. To the extent say, so being MPP near onye nipa. Into we test contender so we MPP near we are kwasia. We are kwasia because papa at this point you should know the kind of party you are part of, no, or China, you beka chesa wo papa, or your monatufo, all because you are sharing an opinion against the party. No, this is a group you are not supposed to be part of. This party was built on tribalism, a tribe, NPP, and your political party. The new patriotic party was a DND party way. So we are Ghana and now joining a party where you are not joining a political party. You are joining a tribal idea. Now, NDC ni bibe to be parliament. I can say, Bafo Akoto or you 700 pounds. Actually, MPP we know. Bafo Akoto or your Monatuni or your Cromfo or your Woodifo. NDC ni bibe to make us no parliament. Only the base of Ghana. And Quebecers we did Otu for atem. They will move it from politics and bring it home. They had a J.J. Rawlings now because of J.J. Rawlings and the O2 no. You people are insulting J.J. Rawlings. We should keep quiet. Because of J.J. Rawlings, the O2 is recognized. Yeah. Because the Constitution recognizes O2 because Obinama Constitution, you need to get it. On Hinibia or Ghana, including me papa, it's recognized by the Constitution of Ghana because President in the buyer no my Constitution buyer and Hinibia recognizing of Ghana. It is a fact. Take it or leave it. Without due respect to Ohinia, any Ahima Morgan, without our constitution, nobody is anybody. It's a then yet trauma as some way you say just a joke, and a journalist will sit on TV and say, hey, inti we are just a gallery in a free buy, inti Ceciano, not yet it's what you tell some way say that MP needs to be expelled. I will say a permanent free parliament. The constituents or some much letter. Sir MP no or say speaker now the constituency letter say we don't want this person as our dear member of parliament because Sanipano Abu Jinapo Samuel Abu Jinapo no to abamano NDC for be so to abamano Ghana phobia munya NDC for to aba Ghana phobia munya MPP for to aba Ghana phobia omo recognizes our democracy who appreciate J.J. Rawlings' effort no almost to aba so Abu Jinapo Samuel needs to be dealt with. You get what I mean? Inti sa wona fo no so sore nne. Na so mo so bowra parliament so mo ntia ase. Omo de hye na mo gu nanim ase a mo gise betuma so ano. Say awunafo no and lawfo no tomorrow they get on a bus and they try to strike at parliament. Say yenya this year na oje Ghana see one because in Ghana awunafo na je Ghana democracy see one because ayomo this year at the fourth republic by kwase bia this year for fourth republic ama efrifa kwase ampanyi soje ni oba e wan tumi afamba democracy kotoka kwase ampanyi on tumi afamba democracy. All the coups we saw, none of these people were able to give us a constitution, a democratic dispensation. Inti awunafo no so sorry say mudi and yedishiatem because we appreciate yedishia and that we need answers. No so bo ura parliament wo e bo bitimu to a mo beka sa awunafo de tuturafo mu bi mu yankwasiafo ana koto de ne bodwe. Some people want to be treated at some year this year. Ghana when a slave or Ghana san kwasiasem ne o se twitwa so e wo se twitwa so because san kwasiasem aye too much. San kwasiasem we ne atena ho asososo ema yedi echirema bedu hande, and then we have a member of parliament sitting in parliament to tell us that JJ Rawlings is a murderer. Ne baba a daughter of a murderer. Sa kwasiano without Rawlings in Conte Parliament. Samuel Abu Jinapo made the statement. And you see, we are not done with this conversation. This conversation, this is just the beginning. We are going to make Ghanaians understand, say, sa conversation way, say German our democracy is gone. This conversation we need to have this conversation. 2028, 2020, sa video way, I will see a born every day on our shows. Every day I'll play this video to remind Ghanaians of what the MPP. I will let Ghanaians always remember the kind of party MPP. This video should be on everybody's phone. We should remind ourselves, said this is a political party. They sat in parliament to tell us Yanni Ghana for said JJ Rawlings or a democracy. No, he's a murderer. And the Baba a murderer. We need to remind the Ghanaian people. Man, this is a piece of shit I call a political party. I'm telling you, MPP. And I keep telling you, say Sanko Fowe, your mom with space in Ghana, I'm about to say democracy, no. So I'm about to say democracy there. Then we need to make sure we take care of them before they destroy democracy. Because when you're ready, so I'm about to boy me actually man, because MPP MPs, no. Dudu anomo to us as we see no. So when the munyansa no protect your democracy no pay asama. Anka some of them ankomo only up that I catch say we ne kaye. But because the 88 pigs, they were sitting with the person who said it. They were all sitting with Abu Jinapo. They heard it. They laughed about it. Why is nobody from the minority telling us who did it? Because it is Samuel Abu Jinapo. Because they don't care. Ghana be that is the mentality of this group of termites. En kwasiafo we ne aso almost for almost 50 years, 60 years, and you don't think kwasiafo. We need to nullify this party. I will see a good party way democratically. I will say every Ghanaian to the team say, see my MPP space, our democracy will be gone. Because JJ Rawlings the crank and say a giant one, and we know what they did to JJ Rawlings before he died. Yatiano Mukuno. These are the same people who killed Rawlings. The same MPP, they found a way to kill Rawlings. Until today, so I'm at TV, so at the parliament, catch that will say, and yet JJ Rawlings is a murderer, and that they have evidence. We need to understand, say they have started. So my MPP to me, Bima, you are done. Social media segment follows. I'll be right back.
Best fisherman, no answer my. I watch it. It was for Belgium front. It was better Belgium front. It was two Belgium front. Why you here? Why round what? Why you here? Why round what? Why you here? Why round what? Why you here? Super why round what? It was for Belgium front. It was better Belgium front. It was two Belgium front. It was Belgium front. Why you here? Why round what? moto. Yeah, we papa no, what one in the moto. Yeah, we papa no, what one in the moto. Yeah, we papa no, what one in the moto. Why dranga? Why yo yeah? Why dranga? I want it. Original.
All right, you're still live on Loud Talents TV. My name is Kevin Akobedu Taylor. It's time for the social media segment. This message I'm passing to my NDC4 and on to the other side. They saw whoever made that statement. The majority leader, you saw the person. We are going to come to your matter. You can't use diplomacy to lie to anybody in parliament. The NDC front, you people saw the person who made the statement. The NDC group in parliament, the majority side, you were watching Afenyo speak. You people saw the NDC leader in parliament. Mr. Ayaraga, you saw the person. Don't come and play diplomacy with this. I respect you a lot, but some person respecting Andy Ochna. Sit there and don't release a statement. The majority caucus saw who said that. You cannot protect criminals, or else we will treat you all as criminals. I'm sending this message to the majority leader. You were sitting in the front. You were listening to Afenyo. You are a cool, collected person. You were paying attention. You saw the person who made the statement. You people cannot throw Zanato under the bus. You lie bad. You, the leader of the NDC group, Mr. Ayaraga, you saw the person who made the statement. Your chief whips who were with you, they saw the person who made the statement. Majority of you NDC MPs who were on the right, you saw the NPP person who made the statement. We are giving you till Monday. You need to release a statement because you know. Someone like Jinapo, we know he did it. Someone like Jinapo, he made the statement. We want you, the NDC, the leader of the NDC, Ayaraga, your respect from Monday. And I will say your respect, Mao, and I see any respect, Mao. We will dirty you. We will make Ghanaians understand, say, NDC now will lead, you are just a criminal as the NPP. Prove to Ghanaians that almost selected to protect their party and protect Ghana. I'm sending a simple, respectful message to the leader of the NDC in parliament. It's simple. You were sitting right in front of Afenyo. You were about 140 at that moment. You saw the person who made a statement. You people heard him. Do not pretend. And Ayaraga, don't pretend and act as if you didn't hear. We want the NDC majority caucus to release a statement and mention the person who made a statement, or else you people will not enjoy this government. You people will be treated as criminals in parliament. It's simple as that. Now, there's something we need to just speak on quickly. Now, I saw this, and it's a conversation I think the NPP they don't want to have. This group are from NPP supporters Kumasi Omo Ejiji Sika Edema Baumia 2024 campaign. The NPP are pretending to say sa group we omunimomo, they know them. So ope a group Omo Ejiji Sika Dodo Edema Baumia Koya campaign, any NPP campaigner, about 80% it came from this group. Now this group, they have come out to tell Ghanaians to say they don't want Baumia, and that Baumia is a losing candidate. Now, they see Baumia to be a candidate who can never beat any presidential candidate from the NDC. Now, the NPP, they are trying to push these people aside. After these people spent over 50 million giving it to Baumia to campaign. It is interesting, say, this political party, they are beginning to think, say, even people who contributed to NPP. And who say Baumia is the worst candidate because as we speak, John Mahama LED Baumia 1.8 million votes. It means we are said that. Bawumia nya 38.2%. 38%. Now, this group are omudi omusika ema Bawumia. Omutina say analyze Bawumia ka say where the onye. Omutam sika man omaba out to say they don't need Bawumia. Now, this is what their press conference.
The NPP required not only a different candidate, but a winnable one for the upcoming election. Apart from unpopular government decision that angers the populace, leading to the embarrassing and unprecedented electoral defeat, the election results have revealed that the NPP had a wrong candidate in the person of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. This is because the consideration that Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was going to bring the northern region and Islamic votes did not materialize. Rather, the party lost significance in those areas. The party did not only lose significantly the presidential elections, but the parliamentary also, compared to the 2020 elections across the country. Losing 4 out of 5 regions under the candidature of a northerner and a Muslim is embarrassing. Even Dr. Bawumia's home region, the margin of victory over President John Dramani Mahama was minimal as compared to 2020 results. Whereas in the home region of President Mahama, the margin of victory over Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was huge. Recording 0 in some constituencies was equally humiliating as splitting the parliamentary seat to 3/3 in the home region of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, whose compare factors of section was wooing the northern region votes. Shamefully, the party currently has no MP in Upper East and Upper West region under the candidature of a northerner and a Muslim. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has enrolled all the gains made by the party since 1992 in the northern region, predicting a further decline under his future candidacy. Being a Zongo person, it was expected of Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia to bring those votes, but regrettably, the party lost greatly in those areas. It has also become evidently clear that most MPP Christians, for one reason or the other, did not vote at all. A development which greatly affected the fortune of the party in the polls. Ghanaians have told the MPP with the outcome of the elections that they did not want a candidate who could not talk about the economy after promising to arrest the dollar and strengthen the economy fundamentals. Indeed, Ghanaians told the MPP through election that they want a candidate who is a living testimony of his good works that have contributed to the shaping of the economy. Therefore, we find a ridiculous and treacherous to the fortune of the party elements who have started pushing the second coming agenda of Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia and therefore caution the party against falling for such move. We are stressing that if the party wants a victory in 2028 election, then the candidature of Dr. Muhammadu Bawumia should be changed, else the party will only find a candidate and not a president.
Inti brofo NPP for etutu na basei me bona to fa so amefo nti na me be sa we ye NPP for mo asantememu omo edwadifo party for ye nimomo oma contribute to MPP and omo so mbekasa oma a press conference etutu brofo abasa de no mo dwodwo nyina omo se brofo komu nyina ne se omo se omo Bawumia tunkwanta ya pai Bawumia a candidate sebio omo MPP for there and the sebio okofo twen kura omo be choose Bawumia every say Bawumia ne Mahama koye contest no ono ani kuro mu kura mpo no obre ansa na otumi wini oko upper east upper west seat e friend seat Bawumia ahwere ni nyina o se Bawumia ka kire mo so oyetani ye nkreboni nti ono de obegyina ma MPP a entafo ne nkrebofo beto ama no ama ne buso bum bum enso mo se yeto aba ne wie no Mahamudu Bawumia nkrebofo ne ntafo kora to ama no o te se krama wonya rabies obi ampe nam no wewuda ho wadane bonde obi ampe enti mo se mo se Bawumia ye bonde ne nam krampo no obi anwe na omo de omo ka kire MPP because omo ka MPP ho omo tue sika ma MPP election course omo se Bawumia eye nipa bi a se nne omo yiri se okoye toilet man kono okocompete NDC toilet man bi wo KVIP ano a Bawumia be lose into omo de se party ni skofa Bawumia ba omo ne party ni tunkwanta apai efri se Bawumia be candidate keke but onye candidate obetumi wini aba efri se omo John Mahama say eye de wo ye the party no ene John Mahama credibility no ene de NDC senior party mu odin emu odu omo wani munyam a sebio eba entotoye ene oman hyehye ene nioma a ema nipa ene ko eye de amanyoko hu a omo so omo NDC say de John Mahama ye no ama NDC no afa ne ntoma pefra omo gina omo na so pempe a sebio so omo kofa kotreba te se Bawumia sa ko gina NDC anim se enye Bawumia ba Mahama na se ye kotreba kora Mahamudu Bawumia entumi wini into omo de omo so omo pe candidate a sebio odo party na party ne tenase na emom enye candidate na adwini mu no oye mate sebio obetumi eyi nsenkwa omo pobi obetuma kofa tumi aba omo pobi obetuma akọ edukrom akọti siseduro ede abafie na emom yemfrɛ de efude twedetwe a obekọ akotuma nken ediada inti de na omo ka nyina no sɛ eye MPP no omo pese omo ka kire MPP mpanifo sɛ Mahamudu Bawumia ene de de defeat we baaye efrise nanim ene na tarso ensem efiri na no ne ye ene senia eye sikasam toto ye wantumi anhye mu kena ngina so ama nipa ho aheha omo ama Ghanafo ehu senia obetube di nedwuma enti na party no eluzi ye enti obi a wabon esi obi a wabon ko obi a ono eye ye de aban hye ne nsa emfie wotwe a wantumi andwudwam ankyerɛkyerɛ nyomam ansoso nyoma no ma Ghanafo ho aheha omo de omo asantefo a omo gigi sika ewo dwadie ene ewo nkrom a omo ye party executives no omo say Mahamudu Bawumia de so obe run for MPP no ankoko run for KVIP ankeye into omo de omo ka kire MPP fo no say Bawumia be pa de anka sebio anka omo ebe tena KVIP so edi fufuo dansen baako omo say omo ebe sorry akodi Bawumia chi biem se omo candidate de anka omo ye fufuo bofro nkwan akotena KVIP inside edi omo mpe Bawumia ena omo mpe se Bawumia be ben omo den omo party no as a flag bearer sebio party omo nim nyansa no so amefo obi ate ase party omo nim nyansa no saa semu yo sanka omo fan ye sa mrantie ni mabawa ene sebio eye nkrimofo om titim ene asantefo we ene de omo sika ebrebre omo mogeni omo mawurem ede ma Bawumia omo se omo mpe Bawumia nanso because party we emu nipa bi adwene se party ni omo dia Bawumia wie sika into omo betumi ede sebio eni adin ne popo ede Bawumia sa banti Oma imagine say ensema party no grassroots kan omuntie ende obetie Bawumia nkwara o Facebook na omudidi Bawumia omu didi MPP fo atamu asantememu say memma obia amfa defeat no emba mbehye den emba mbehye Bawumia ende kojo fosun kansa na nim say wo a yetia na yase ejina Facebook ka kire MPP fo di MPP fo atamu say 2024 defeat no memma obia amfa nhye Bawumia na omo mfa nhye omo ankasa MPP no and Bawumia nkwara atam social media Messiah get me the story kojo fosun kansa omo ka Bawumia campaign no and wenya kukuduro abedi eye asantefo na tam aka kire omo say emma omo mfa 2024 no emfa nhye Bawumia na omo mfa nhye omo ankasa ho asantememu na omo nim nyansa omo de beto aba kojo kofi ofosun kansa na bie na no akasa asem no now the yawa asem we mu nyina ne say sa wo hwe party na wo hwe senia emu mpenifo edi asantefo atem edi Ghana for atem because almost suggest say Bawumia a weak candidate Bawumia is the only politician who considered the fastest in the history of the world. He's the fastest consider. Yeah, per politician I didn't need fear. On train and me anke kanyo mambum and who baby a party. He considered so quickly because he knows he's a failure. It is not about any democracy. It is not about because the amount about me consider said the Electoral Commission and our commission and say concede early. Send your beya we can halt the collation of the result because so one concede earlier one shy yanka bani nyina no 31. And he was forced to concede because so wanya sa oh nya 38 nimpo enfam ba biom embe campaign say oh minya 38 my bomb and so monfamenko. That is why he was forced to concede. But me conceded to protect the 31% na ko obenya no. Because so when one conceding tama to protect the 38% no senka ba omi conceding tama anka is no entumi nya hwe ka ba omi benya less than 31%. The fastest, you're the fastest man on this planet, and you're Usain Bolt, and you're the fastest conceder. And he didn't concede because of democracy. Now, let me tell you something. Saying the protection of Ghana's democracy, 2020, Bonipa 8, Ekuomono, and Kabaomian say it is against a democratic process. And Kon Kancha Ghana was Abania Tuyano and Yokrojin. Baumia has never respected our democracy. So, concession, it was because he wanted to protect the 38%. Sanko delay another 48 hours and can normally drop about 31%. Until after he conceded, you realize the vote, the EC declined to give us the full result. It took them some time because they had to hide some of the numbers. Nobody should sit anywhere else and say, oh, Baumia conceded because he's a Democrat and he respects democracy. So Baumia respected democracy at 2020, Bonipa to 8 elections. He never spoke on it. He has never respected our democracy. Baumia conceded to do what? To protect the 38%. Eti Imrantie we beka asem no na quick. MPP Baumia boys no eba abontibe issue statement kira Santifo. Omudi omusika e de ama Baumia campaign no. The moment ankofo e ka omagene se omumpe Baumia no ehwa na kodwofo sun kansa. Oba eye TV so ebetena radio so say we will resist any false narrative seeking to blame Baumia or say hwe asantefo no fom kwasi anko obi a oso asantini o wasantimo obepagya na no akase Baumia nti de lose no omobeye ni shege we Baumia Kofi Ofosun kansa time na Baumia mo office omna na we wie sika free NIA ene eye de eye Accra Digital Center na ade we mu na wie sika ma Baumia and they want say omudi MPP asantefo na tem. And they won't say Kofi Ofosun cancer, Emma Santifo warning. So, what Santini also at this year, no, Mon come on to Namu Jimmy, Mema Obian Blemu Baumia. Yakoto Aban, why didn't about Eda board and so. Yantianum catches a Baumia, ama economy na ye. Yantianum cast a Baumia digitization aba. Yantianum cast a Baumia for electric bus aba. Yantianum cast a Baumia is a mate, obet me a driver Ghana no. I didn't yen blemu obifufro, my yen blemu Baumia, Quasia forma. Yantia time and your campaign, why and the nature Ghana for say or you capable of winning the elections. And then I'm so your campaign. Man can say about me the dollar na 15. Why are there? Man can just go for oil until I'm about me. Man can just about me ever before the page juma. And kwasia for one and I'm selling. Na enda ye blemu a package no and our product no say product need to win your customers. I also me blemu product and yen blemu factory no. Kwasiana factory no marketing. Who you sold the product to us? And the product is Baumia, and you be a product no product na moka say sebio a Irish Spring soap no ye be no ye key soap. Now who blame a company na okachen say on na wo na wo koto and I don't know why inspect product and na wo ton. Enkwasiafo wako fa nyoma wako tu nyoma o beton wo se car we de papa car we de specs ni nyina de sensors bia airbag car we de de self park bibia na wo ton car na maye wo ton car na maye ne ka se da bi ye test drive de wo se car we ponko abodam enye car papa China for car wo de driver na akosha reverse car we airbag shemsa na enye airbag boto o ka kire se meme ye mblemu wo na wo ton amaye no because o ton sa aka no man enkeji yanka unya mfa so de koye o ton ma $1 million ye che wo dia wo so meme ye mblemu wo kra dem faso ne hiaw na emom yem blame eye manufacturer no kwasia o ton na wunya mfaso. These are the foolish people we have been dealing with in kwasiafo. We are blaming Bawumia because his utterances and the idea chire Ghana for bebre no mutie Bawumia from 2016. From 2012 Bawumia na e catch Ghana for so betuma solve Ghana's economy. The fastest conceder, Mahamudu Bawumia, is going to be blamed for the defeat of the NPP because time a yeko to abano na omoya it is possible na yekufu adu kwasiana na eka it is possible na nya Bawumia. Besides, give me videos of Bawumia telling us why we should vote for him. The entire na mo ton Bawumia maye. Mako tam amonche be ka kire say e fried rice. Na ye bia so ne hu say e amonche a o ka kire say I wo de o mpa wonfa so ma me emblemu. Ne emblemi antikone. The ote eye asante no interest no. Ono na akofa no ho. Me de minimum antikone. Enya mo nkwasiafo na mo sade chairman wuntumi bro mo so mbeso regional chairman, national chairman. Kwasia chairman wuntumi be national chairman yemblemu wan. Ye be blemu wan. Enya mo amokofa ne baaye. Enti nkwasiafo yi Mahamudu Bawumia is going to be blamed. Party na asene Bawumia. Eye Mahamudu Bawumia ena asay MPP no. Bawumia na lose elections no. Bawumia nim na daso emwa anka Bawumia wini anka because they say deke time the mate has won. Give credit to him in gain and the main blame no. Yanko blame why? So who should we blame? Yanko blame us for. And Kojo for soon cancels Kofi for soon cancel catch say Yanko Ashanti Rinko blame Otumfuo. It was Otumfuo na my MPP lose here. Foolish boys mo. MPP muje so Yanko Asiafo. And the omo ka so mo pe Bawumia mo catch Ashanti for so Yanko Asiafo. Me boa. Mama yem blame Bawumia yem blame why? Na Ekufuo de nim da ballot so. Sanka NDC lose elections na anke be blame John Mahama. Because Yama John Mahama the right to select the campaign team. Bawumia was given the nod to select the people who speak for him, the people who speak on economy, the people who speak on sports, the people who speak on health. He had control. That is why when we are going to the election, the party allows the flag bearer to pick his own campaign team because he is the sole his sole responsibility is to make sure the party, he picks the team that can help him win an election. We should not blame Bawumia. We should blame who? It is hard too many of them about Bawumia or MPP who say only chairman of his campaign, only spokesperson of his campaign, only health the representative. Sa adene demand the demand. We are more and nobody did Asante for them. Mu Asante for some young Kwasiafo. Omo catcher say we should blame Bawumia. No na me lose mu did Asante for them. Kofi for soon cancer one no say wo wenya 8. Mu tete Ghana na Kwasiasam. When the car say yanko Jinapo enya Bawumia ne ko Jinapo. There were millions of people walking on the streets of Ghana. Abodam for bebre. Napo na Bawumia na man okofa napo. Mi na kofa napo bai. Unless you people want to tell us that Bawumia does not have what it takes to select his own running mate. Ana say ne Bawumia ne ko Jinapo amon be kan kire ne ehun say oh sa Bawumia ko nim nyansa ono abeyi running mate. Bawumia took all these decisions in Ghana. Kwasiafo enye 1992 campaign here you ana politics there you yeah ended 2025 politics. Unless you people want to tell us to say Bawumia did not pick his campaign team. Bawumia did not pick his running mate. If Bawumia did not do that, then Bawumia is not even cut for this job because he's not a man enough to make his own decisions. Until you cannot bring us a baby, a chicken, a dancing clown to come and represent us because he does not have that mental fortitude to be able to decide and select people he can govern with. And the movie did the Asantefuatem. Yatia. Mami you just be munchira muswami for. One story way. Is there a jandam roaming around? Okay, where's Sam George? I'll say he will kill all jandam and misinformation. Sam George, I support you, eh? You see, me catch the Ghana for say. Sam George say, I will stop misinformation and disinformation. Sanitize the media space. Sa dia na oma ye Sam George te eye Parliamentary. Oma kofa Photoshop bi say Sam George or Hwepono. Me say that will not stop Sam George from working. Whatever you people said about Ablakwa, it is not going to stop him from working. And I sit here every day, me catch a Ghana for say, me, we are MDC, no one deliver, I'll come after you. That is my job. We are MDC, so I support us obey humanity. That is my job. Okuja to Ablakwa, Sam George, whoever Mahama nominate here, NPP Afenyo could not stop any of them. You know why? Because only numbers no Ojimimo. Kasongo 99 Afenyo marking. He does not have the numbers. He knows he cannot stop anything in parliament. He knows. But when you say majority of the foolish masses following MPP, Jimmy, they cannot think deep. But I support this statement by Sam George. Sam George should strike radio, TV. Making sure say put out misinformation. Sam George, as the communications minister, to prove to Ghanaians to say he knows his job, he should strike. Also shut down. He needs to shut them down. He needs to be very autocratic in his office. If Sam George refuses to shut radios down, and on you see, it is not supposed to be a witch hunt. It is supposed to be based on law and facts. He needs to go by the law. He needs to go by the facts. He needs to make sure every decision he takes, there is a law backing it to prove to Ghanaians to say, "Enya witch hunt." He wants to sanitize the system. He should go after those radio stations and media stations that are misinforming, disinforming. He should shut them down. And you're very important. So I will support him because I don't misinform and disinform. Whatever I put out there, their facts are supporting it. It is a bit Ghana, not Radio City TV. So we have to make sure, say, that radio or TV or control without fact, the communication ministry shuts it down. I support Sam George 1,000%. And it should be one of those things that he needs to tackle now. Share. Muhu bibi da. Now, my mention of DB. John Mahama ya DB ama governance ay easy. And I know Allah eya onyankopon kukurukwa o hata sura me ene wo yemfa yeni hu ne da. Onyankopon ehumobrofo. The merciful Allah, the almighty Allah, the Allah who knows the hearts of every man, not what men say. The Allah who knows our beginning and our end. The Allah who understands and appreciates men who dedicate everything to him in his name. That Allah who listens and that Allah who blesses. The Allah we all worship, he will bless John Dramani Mahama and his government. Okay? John Dramani Mahama, obey a president, we did 28 days in government. 28 days. John Mahama, the interim Hajj task force, has announced that Hajj fares have been reduced from 75,000 Ghana to 62,000 Ghana, equivalent to 4,130 at an exchange rate of 15 Ghana to $1. Mahamudu Bawumia yenkremoni o wipreko munafiki. Otna power 8 years. Cabinet. He made decisions, took decisions for the NPP in Ghana. He never thought of Muslims. Mahamudu Bawumia etna Ghana eda dankremufuo or the DN ministry by Ogunu Zongo ministry. Mahamudu Bawumia denigrated the chief imam's powers as the leader of Islamic religion in Ghana. Mahamudu Bawumia denigrated other Islamic religions in Ghana. Mahamudu Bawumia make mockery of Ghanaians, thought we were stupid. We voted on tribal, religious, and on lies. And under John Mahama, oye Christonia, Sebio, ya won kremofo asase so, obun kremosomo. And the Hajana Mahamudu Bawumia charges 750 million old Ghana. And the John Mahama said what this was about 620 million. From 75,000 to 62,000. Much difference in 28 days. John Mahama show Nyankopon bo, nkrimofo bo, catch him said, dear Omakoma Peno obey and the Nyankopon ti John Dramani Mahama any NDC omate Hajj first so and then kremonibia ebetumi akomeka asom Allah akana koma so asem akire Nyankopon abompa ya ama Ghana abafie abesom onyame e wonukurem. This is what we call leadership. Nkwasiafo motena abemu 8 years. John Mahama has been in power for 28 days. John Mahama's 28 days is better than in 9 way 8 years. Hey, yani ya so any about ya so fucking ya mixi bibia bi nieba. Wow, better I know. And this ni John Mahama, I don't person yama Ghana. Wow, better try to distract. You be crash. You are not going to mince words again. Me see. NDC and John Dramani Mahama, especially John Mahama, Nakuma, or person or the Boa Ghana, no. Why would be try to distract you, be crash you with ya? Today is my happiest day because I've always told myself, say, a yes supporter in Krimufua Omwa Ghana, a show actually NDC ni John Mahama. So John Mahama to me dinner said yeswa. Onyankopon Kokroko will open the skies for him and his government. And John Mahama has proven this alone. We in Krimonia, your heart should be at peace. I was also catching a woman and one nananum said the NDC is a party that is close to Allah. NDC is a party that thinks about a Muslim, how he or she can find the way to paradise. And we need to serve Allah on this planet for Allah to understand that we are committed in serving him. We have put our lives on the line. If we don't see the face of Allah on earth, Allah will not see our face in paradise. So when men make laws and rules to give us access to be closer to Allah, we should not play with those men. Say nipa oba ewo no na adwene say obe carve a way for you to be closer to your God. Do not underestimate or do not take that person for granted. And the NDC as a political party has shown to Munkre before say whatever it would do as a political party to open the way for you, the older ones and the young ones, to see the favor of Allah by going to Mecca to pray, to tell Allah, the NDC as a political party, no Muslim should underestimate them. You should hold the NDC dear. NDC ndawa komaso. And this is very important. And this has shown, say, Boshebia, John Mahama Shen Krimu for share Allah with this so, and Onyankopon, mene was someone no, Onyankopon, Hunima, Akuma Mufitano, he will bless this man and his government. It's going to be tough, but he will succeed. You people don't understand. Before the stars come together, the stars in the sky don't just come together. They have to communicate. Before you get the blessing of Allah. It comes from so many places. There are so many things that comes together for Allah to accept your blessings. It's not just you saying hallelujah, amen. There are a lot of things that components a share for Allah to see your star. Saying I sorry them and I'm masalachi jina edi mama bo from debia ebompaya senya maybe shranke easy. But that is one part of your preparation for Allah to notice you. There are billions of creatures on this planet. Emwa ninipa. Onyankopon esho biya kuma. But you need to do more. You need to let your star connect with what Allah wants for Allah to see you. And that is what we as humans and we as men, we always have to create opportunities for our fellow men to get closer to Allah. It is a Bible and our religion more. It is not about the number of worships and I say the number of times you enter into a church or the number of times you preach the word of God. It is how you help your fellow man to get closer to Allah. That is what Allah appreciates. It is the messengers of Allah from Jesus Christ to Muhammad, peace be unto him, and the other religions are anyone or who see was he created opportunity for men to be closer to Allah. That is the first principle of Allah, and that is what catches the heart of Allah. It is not what you do. It is not the ablution. It is not 5 pillars of Islam. It is not the Christian principles. It is about you being a vessel that men can be saved. And you need to do it without a dark heart. You need to do it with an open heart. Positive-minded individuals. You need to understand this. Onyankopon who say enye wo na wo selfish nkwanti na opese otewo na bia wunia oben wo no opese onyame hira no nso, because God knows for him to get everybody to come to him is he will use men to bring men to him. So when men are blocking the chances of other men to come to Allah, you have become a hindrance to Allah. So we need to understand that. In this Obibano de Mratuho, no, because I need more Muslims to reach Allah, to reach other people, to get closer to Allah. That man is paving way. He's basically serving Allah indirectly. And we as Muslims need to understand it. We as Christians, we also need to understand it. And that is the principles of a religion. Joining. Because yes, some na yes some no ye pedom edom no nyese ye diomu ko efie edom no say ye bema onyame hu say ye ne dwuma ama no ya twe okra. So pave a way When you are paving that way, God will understand that you are ready to make him mighty. The more people worship Allah, the more they recognize him, the more the people are, the more Allah becomes a big Allah. It is a way to me ama onyankopon ehun ne munyam ene ne kase mu a, because enye sebio emmoba ene som nyame eye nipa. And it's now Onyankopon creation na eyo nipa na unique out of Onyankopon creation. He has a specific reason why nipa etumi bien na no eda Onyankopon ase. He needs multitude. He needs lots of men, humans, to let him understand that he is the God that at the end of the day Onyankopon bia entumi fa na ho totono. And it's a nipa wa asase so na so create opportunity for nipa to get closer to Allah. Do not underestimate. Don't take that person for granted. Say eyo kuo e say NDC, do not take that party for granted. It is important. Into this makes me happy. It makes my heart understand. Say, Onyankopon beti nenim achire John Mahama, or beti nenim achire NDC. Onyankopon will make sure say dear ye pe ene ensabeka. Now, I'll be back.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium fan. You want to see a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? Why you're here? Super why round what? It will for Belgium fan. It want to see a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. It will do a Belgium fan. Why you're here? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're here? Why round what? I want it. Original.
Still live on Loud Talents TV. My name is Kevin Akoberu Taylor. We are live on YouTube. We are live on Facebook. We are live on TikTok and also live on radio. On TV, search for Loud Talents TV. On Multi TV tonight, you will get us live. We're also live on YouTube. Search for Loud Talents TV. On Facebook, Loud Talents TV. On radio, Loud Talents Radio. On apps, go to the App Store and download Loud Talents Radio, or Google Play Store and download Loud Talents Radio. We are also on TikTok. Kevin Taylor _WADR is our official TikTok name. On TikTok, you need Kevin Taylor _WADR, and also a solid elho. It's exactly a minute to 7 p.m. US East Coast time. That means a minute to 12. And I do 2. On YouTube, we have 7,867 eyeballs live. On Facebook, right now, it's 12 midnight. Okay. Yeah, well, on Facebook, we have, we have 2,435 people. On YouTube, 8,556. On TikTok, we have, I just wanted to see the numbers. I just want you to know. It's 12. The platform is strong. We have 194 people live on TikTok. Also on radio, Blazing TV, so many people. That shows how strong this platform is. We'll be adding Telegram, adding the X, formerly Twitter, and also we'll be adding Instagram. All these platforms, we will be streaming them concurrently. The moment we go live, all these platforms will go live in the next, next month going. About 36 platforms right now. Emma Obia, we will take over. We will make sure no Kreno any other teacher Ghana. Now, there's one story that I'm very interested in, and I think it's a story I will say Ghana for we should be interested in. Government cannot continue to feed teacher trainees Haruna Idrisu. And the education minister, Haruna Idrisu, Akasa, or say, Abai entumin koso enfidi teacher trainees. It is simple and it is true. Guys, let me tell you something. Nothing should be free in Ghana again. Adie bia I was say a free Ghana bia I was say making sure say you benya ho mfaso in a year or two. Baby Ghana was a Siano, and there's one thing I've always told Ghanaians. John Mahama and the NDC, they have been consistent when it comes to education. John Mahama in opposition for the past 8 years, Kachira say the free SHS, he will review it. And right now there's a committee putting a review system together. We will all come together to review free SHS. John Mahama in opposition, Kachira Ghana for say students be a tertiary institution wa Ghana ha. First year students be a mobile school biano. The government is going to take care of almost first year fees. Now, the issue of a teacher trainee and nursing trainees for almost alawa abide more almost fandidi abra loan one. John Mahama kind of opposition when Chamontro or say that substitution need to be done. Alawa woho, you have every right to take a loan woho. Every tertiary institution student be a teacher trainee or nursing trainee, especially teacher trainee for no. Your idea of any loan, everyone is entitled to loan. We don't understand why government should be giving you alawa. No, it should be taken out. Because sa alawano, the government can use the alawa to better their mumu future. Right now, we've been complaining about not having enough teaching hospitals in Ghana. We've been complaining of not having enough district hospitals. We are complaining of lack of better health facilities in Ghana. Sa alawana yedema mono. More access to loan. Into monkwana munkoji loan no. Loan no wajide na untia nende. The same abano I was so create a juma mau. Sa abani create a juma mawa. Now ye tia wakana loan no akutia sa akano. It is Albani and the Kojilona. It means it's upon the Albani to open a job for you after school. And son and Saka scano. It's Albani crampon heading who air to problem. In this situation, the government is actually setting itself up. Because of the loan ni mamo. Nasa muji loan ni dinne. Nasa owiene when create juma mamwa. Loan no mafa. Inti Albani crampon at the end of the day, it is putting itself in a very tight corner. But Albani say, we are going to do our part by creating more job opportunities for you people. It's loan na more access to no monkwaji loan no na sa alawano abine fancy hospital no send ne beya mo be school no na mo nya den ready job. Into mo wie school a mo benya hospital adwuma wom send ne beya abine betuma teneka. Into at this point who is losing? Abine is losing right now. But Abine say they don't care. They want you to at least access the loan. Send a beya uwe school obube to me ebie juma no monsa asaji omulo ne bag. Because uwe school na buying ambie ejuma mawa loan no wafa. Then de so waji loan now 4 years. Na aban we mbie juma ma na aban entumi nda oka. It is even your own good. For your own good. Say aban ekacha say kwaji loan. The government cannot keep on. Cannot continue feeding people. Abroad, the same government has given you the option to take loan. Abroad, the same government and the responsibility to give you a job after school. Abai ba kuya uo school. Hey, ye school or say abai ma ye juma o. Uye nursing school. Uye juma. Uye school asa onko to pano. Obeso ko ye juma. Hospital ye nya no phone. Hospital ye no dime. Hospital you see hospital. Near the equipment gum. Now wash a green akotrem. We are up a now. Wabo be panye. Busumi so anwa you see KD. Into what school to see I can say, hey, say there. I got 2 years in me. I buying. I was say OC hospital now. We a teacher ni. We say I got 1 year. No way school. I was say I buying AC more schools. I buying say loan na wood no. Sa loan no. Sa uji di ne. No china we mbie juma ma wa fa loan no. Sa but alawane de uji di na onye sika NC hospital ma. Into abaning person obese u future. Abaning person obuao ma usu nye juma right after school no say loan no or they substitute eye alawano into kwaji loan no which is idea you are entitled to obian to me stop you or the sa alawano equity schools any hospitals and one no ye feed you obia school free biem why won't you ask jai school. Why should government be feeding you in school? Why should the government of the day? Ghana is a third world country. Yet the car identity also a bind time sikama udini free. Now I'm smart school. And the John Mahama administration NDC for they have not moved from this principle. Oma car for 8 years say that loan no that alawando substituted loan ba be shoho. Into wa uja untumi ko school NG loan no tena fie. Me say send Ghana where we SS Opeso oko nursing training, Opeso oko teacher training. Now say aban emma wo eye alawanti unkwa kofie. Omo peso mu gi loan no. Ewie ma aban si hospital mo komu no. Omo be gi loan no. And so at this point you cannot negotiate. It is loan. You are entitled to loan. And I agree with Haruna Idrisu. All students at tertiary institutions are more access to loan. Go and take loan. Government is not going to feed anybody again. Majority of more school mo yam kokora ne mrewa. Majority of more nursing training, more be a store of fee. More teacher training schools, more be a shop of fee. Obu ha we be a shop bar of fee and all nursing training. Obu ha or teacher training we be a supermarket of fee or saji a alawe fra ban wedi or jala wana na kofa nyawe kugu store mo boda mo. Me say mo bebre more nursing training colleges. More teacher training colleges. Omo be a store of fee. Obeko keje tia no mo shop ho. Obeko mu krom na omo maame eti omo store ano omo ji alawasi kana nom de akofa nyoma kantamanto nom de akofa nyoma e Kumase nom de akogu omo store mu nom ti school say ye de a student me say obia wo access to loan mo gogoji loan wa wo hwa wontumi ngi loan ko fie ye metua obia feeding fee e wo school aban embehwe SS4 ensan behwe trading college for no say no tina beto atia MPP NDC the way is your front yes. John Mahama Oncha Obiantro, Haruna Idrisu is right on track. Me say, Opa, met me be a phone lines. Omo more teacher training, and nursing training. Omo catch you. Your nurse for baby omo shop of ye. Omo school, omo shop of ye. Your teacher for baby omo school, omo shop of ye. Your uncle for omo be a shop sir, and the omoji alawana na kofa nyoma Kumasi market nom de komu krom. Alawa ye pa alawa oji sikana kofa nyoma kogu ni store mu obi ankodi the provisions on the store mu u free fie ba no why provision ni bi we store no be hwe hu aban se koji loan if you are not going to take the loan fa give me ko fie 2028 to part to NDC omo mu nim nyansa on be loan no omo wi a ye be si hospital omo de omo certificate be nya adwuma ye yenso so kwase asem so biem o Ghana. We are not going to entertain foolishness. The way is your front. Oshana too much ma waja school no kofo kura pe school na ba. Muntie me. More teacher training colleges. Nursing training colleges. More shop of your provision store no. Munko fie nko yi munyoma de bimbe di school. Now my men mo papa mo bubu mo pano omo responsibility ni dey. O dey akwara ba school our access to loan was say aban sama ni sikanto no honkofa nyoma megu store mo bobodam. Wa wontumi nko school no trefie. Omo am ready so mbeji loan no omo nko school no omo nko ji loan no omo wi a aban de omo dey omo alawa no be hospital abomo akọ edwuma eno ano no mo nko fie nko mu provisions mbrefie school. Yensa mo mami mpenifo ne nkokora moto fufu dwere energy training colleges ka kire say ai alawa ma ye ntia ase mo bodam obia free food o Ghana biem mu wi a na maji alawa nkwase afo na mu bi mo de TikTok di nkwase asam mo ji alawa na mo de gu TikTok koton nkwase data kohwe nkwase jantra nyoma mo ji sika na mo de cover provisions agogu mu store mu ofie na aban bre na nipsika ye hia de ya de pa na ye nya me say Wa nursing training college, or teacher training college. Haruna Idrisu say aban fidi obi abiem koji loan. O say anu nti wonti ase ajai school no. Obi ampa obi achaw. Masa, so wonti ase akono koku ho, the way is your front. E kwan de da wanim no free school ho. Obi kura tifie pe school ni mu aba. Wenye sika akoto perfume gugu ho. Wenye sika akoto pons twiwanim. U change draws every week. O persona say fe de biano which was sketa no yensa ma oduane ndi ubodam call provision store na e wofusu no kona ka chama me say onyi king soap miensa onyi geisha miensa onyi Cerelac mienu on ma gari olonka 10 na onyi wa shop na for school bedi na ji alawa ka ho mo pe free dodo na wona wote wona so be so ko school mensa ma oduane ndi me na me ka se bra school when who o colleagues a obokoko sun edwuma when who colleagues are omoko ekosia adepam when who o girlfriends omoso call some kosia o boyfriends omkosia mechanic ade na ngwango ye no So why you so be so to school so dia pe wadua ni a obedi aban be ma loan koji loan no bedidi san kwase anso so no yasoso so na mote Ghana na jimi enyansafo na omo mu no omo be din agi loan no a certify omo agi certificate akwa yedwuma e wo GGMC akwa yedwuma e wo eye Bank of Ghana Hospital chief compounds no aban ba be ni nyina aban betua nurses ka so wuntumi entwen enko school ni loan na the way is your front kokurom mo bodam mo MPP for ejimi mo for 8 years mo enya dwuma anye mo tititi school obi apa abrochira ko because hospital bi eni obe dwuma wo aban bi aba o say hey na tetene anyire ni so ko boarding school wo de waduane ko ade ne sia mo pese mo de waduane be ko mo ana bibi ya mo nursing training colleges omo nyina high dine omo nte campus mpo ubehu nursery no high chamber hall not kurom onte campus o obekọ otebema so ye man chop money anopa chop money ewia obekọ teacher training ni ba okono oposan kwan ama taxi driver ice wabodam me say obekọ nursing training ni akwara na ote bema fie posan kwan ice wabodam owi oseme paalawa abuofunu wakoye nkwan de oto akọje o paalawa wo ene ho loan ho kọje omu nyina rent dan obekọ no makoto TV abubom no ma baba omunemu omuhwe Champions League yade agiminti yetu atakra ne ataba ma osalawa munyina monkomo maame wo se ma ye ko school ma esike beto aduane abanse loan so wo ho nje kwa kwaje ni bia ka ho mo bodam ehia wa trefie ye mfo hia nko school krom ha ye we hia fo man ko school me na me ka kirewo krom ha ye we hia fo ha man ko school omo pe problem into man ko obi o ha on pe student loan problem into ono okosun adwuma enti wo hwe na se untumi enko feed wo school atrefie because abani person osi more hospitals abani person osi more schools enti sa alawan sa sika na abani be sa project no abani se koji loan untumi ngi loan na the way is your front mon kwasi asem no obi ani sa time no me so ko to sa girls we ni boys we obi o ha or nursing training na bia o fosu nursing training ko he dan awa hai efiewura no ukona girl we bon kwan ubohu kako na kako pie firi nkwan mu ubohu tese eneme won kwan mu nyine twa 7 ubo se akokọ abotwe na pie kako ubo se superku yiniti nursing training wajala wa bo superku nkwan abuofunu ne ete ha ne ebre na papa na obu ni pande wo no ontumo ska ngo school ko didi aban se ko gi loan owia no mia skirt wa toso no twa so odujo mpe na le kwan atofo no peja na de turu mu da ho be man say ye hu ofo o se we ni school ni wo o nursing training on cap on tip brofo the participation of the parties in kwasi brofo or nursing training college on tip brofo aso me kan me bo amon kan kire me mo na mo ni o mo school mo nim say nkura we they don't need any alawa yene nurse for yeduane ma yenim yene yehu bibia yenim de aka omuti school brofo pomonte brofo a ye kan de atete yan hokro mu ni bi ene omuti school no omu disturb ye ene ye de wa me alawa me say wa wonti ase kofie koda and o frɛ Ghana nurse ni na aka so on ka myself okro tumi nka brofo kra ho edin ene ye waste your time wo me pe brofo bia nurse ni bi kan ye ewen Mrs. enkwase brofo omo bu pelo no yaka so bombra sisi ano mu nyina be interview nka brofo no ye ntia omo nyina be dwane mi hu brofo bi wa ha nurse ni bi teacher ni bi enkwase brofo omo tena school sua de omo so da enkwan na omo ye ukohu nurse ni abosu peku nkwan no twa na skirt so party bi o mantem bi obekobi uwia na o ka kire se yema osika yema alawa nkoto material there time crunch o mama alawa no mo jimi abegina TikTok alawa ba o ma me na o papa ko kum obu di pasa kokore de wa ma osika se fa school bedidi o kware wa like say abanse jidlo o ba America yema obi alawa okurum ha o fam kwase anya sa nkwase sem no o ba America UK no mo tete yema obi alawa wa ngasa ko jidlo o ba krom a ye obi a oye congressman or da hutia loan e okrum ha ye onkofo congress da hutia student loan yes na mo tete Ghana ni asoso mo so na nkwase asem e na nurse no mo da kata bonim na mumudodo no hook up akese eto e na mo display And obusa na is not try myself on to me ka. And ultimate channels ni etie na no brofo. Now so school no kwa na unko. So many of them don't even enter classrooms. Teacher for now omonko. The omni man say, na area now one day. I will see a high dine papa o. Obia boyfriend tre o palawa o eni ho. Mo bottom. Wa won to be the school no. O papa ko kum. O start bu ni pa enye nne. Obu ni pa o de adwene to ho so obehwe wo school, almost Canberra school. Loan wo hokwaje. And MPP for we Jimmy Nkwara o Ghana. Nkwara ni fili say school no omoko no. So mu jaya any problem. And then utumu nurse ni, utumu teacher ni o school. Na adwene ni say the school no okono, o jaya any problem. Wo na wo school na bebo obra no. MPP for the bibia to mu tirim say so mo ka so mu school na ye na e be lose me ekọ. Ghana ni be na be lose. Ye na ye boa wo because who school na wie ye ma wo loan me asa mo adwuma. Until you people have no option than to live with what the government wants, and that is take the loan. In kwasia hookup na kamo, me say opa 2028 men to me eko. Say nurse for 20, ehu nyansa eji loan, ewie school, enya certification. Na mahama si hospital na nurse for 20 penye adwuma. Me makoma beto bi yem. Dan say ebehwie nkwasia fo we bebre enya school enya nurse ntina mo school ho. Bebre enya teaching ntina mo ho. Mate sala wa bi ho na begie di nkwasiafo. Some of you, plenty of you nursing training for 99%, 80%, 60%. More school enya because nursing ntina mpesa mo ye. Because kwasia bi ka say oko nursing training obenya la wedi. Majority of you munyina mu ni mo ho. They all say on me kan me boa no. Am for the santu na japades no mbodua. Be ma no so for no, me ma so mo hwe no mbodua. Mo tete school ho, idea mo de ba school no, enye se mo ba be ko school, abenya certificate papa bi enya adwuma. Ala wanti na mo na nam campus ho, 90% of you. A few of you now already say omo be ko school, abesua de, abe teachers papa and nurse papa. 80%. Oh, madam fu bi de also na okọ nurse no, otumi tonkonya gu ni dem o. Okwa nkomo mo di no. Me se nursing training colleges wo. Oba kono abena me de me sister oba nursing training na alawa no odiko rented dan e na otonko nwagu mu. Nti one de isi oni problem o. Wasakora nya adwuma o chip compound kwasia. O sister de ye ne na bekekere ne dan. Be ma ebodo to wentuma gina be ma no so ene na ambobra. Ye ne alawa na odebekekere o de alawa kotonko nwa. Aboatwe. O de ye ne alawa kotonko nwa koji loan. O pe any alawa akoto ahwehwe edua hwehwe abebo dem o be so de any alawa akoto flat screen o bodam ye any alawa na akoto bucket ye any sika na obeji e de akoto e de gas cooker o de akoto gas ye any alawa na akoto do modern chance abenua jollof o bodam ma papa moska koji loan. Now mbeji dwem we dwa ne bu ofuofuofuofuo ontumi ye foko forget him ho. Forget him na menjene me ho. 719. Mr. P, Mr. S. I saw this story. It's very important. No. Good for oil. Una na brewe kurase to so opalawa o bodam ho because school na gi loan na fa bo bran na yenko ni ma ugina so opalawa de ona na bedi kro ni bi opalawa akotonko nwagu dem ana ma nisu brimo now omo palawa akotua DSTV akohwe Champions League obekọ teacher training ho no boys de omo ya no ojela wada ko rent dan na ona akoto DSTV na obekọ Saturday na to Monday onko class. Oh, Boga, how far? Oh, the teacher come. Oh, come. Today they be very tight. Okay, if you can't just send me this at the house. I go cook some beds. I watch some game. Near tia na abaye dinkofuchi ejeje taxes akoma kwasia we akohe DSTV one dem. Wajala wa akohe DSTV. Wo bodam. Sa no mo ye. Omusua hwe. A few of them and they are committed to say me pese me ye nurse ni, me pese me ye teacher ni, into me pese me jilo ni suade ekonye dwuma ye. A few of them, about 60% of nkrom nursing training teacher training enkwasi asam nkwa. Ko TikTok ko hwemu guo. omugu TikTok ena hook up edia kesiye pencil mic ena de silver mook ena unique rose Chantal Dupont ena Fantasia Di Santo ni nyina ayenim ni nyina eno ba go hwe de sticky fingers na edia kesiye na de omo so na omo de bo jantra ai one finger ena de Kelly toes ena rose back in kwasiadin jantra din ena omo de hook up oja it Kevin njai mo de me ba nursing training ada me ba gan me ba nursing training wo e ho na ba be hye me equipment aye adwuma Equia beauty a sleepy tank a dia kesiye ni nyina nurse for ni teacher for say a sleepy tank obi afro obi a softy lip and a mumma me dini bi tequila nose and kwasiadi sticky fingers I pointy ass a dia kesiye na da almost so and yet you ye palawa mankofo yo and 60% in kwasiasam and champagne glass oily obi a friend oily mat or the day say slippery they into say no ma kesia pon have names no bo jantra mo pay ni alawa slippery tinker and a sticky finger and a omo bibi a very saying slow slider I fantasy yeah what dear mama me dini bi na mo na mutako ho mama me dini bi boys mama me dini mo na mutako ho mama me dini bi omugu ho jantra obi abeji loan boys mama me dini husband snatcher on the wajetum husband snatcher kwasi asam and den Legon Girls Club Mumu bin cheme nana me wo etuaduam ai bontu echi edia kesiye na mode bojantra nana me wo obi go e no ice koyonso slippery koyonso otiti nursing training ni teacher training bojantra ye from ice koyonso for the way we papa ji enkwasi afo moji alawa ekuya hipsy Equia hipsy. Mumma me ding, Queen baby. Mumma me ding bi. Mumma me ding, honey ice. Otiti nursing training edge jinkwasi asika disa alawa. Kwajilo na o bojantra o hook up edidin atoso. O ma me gina Pentecost dem boni nsem. Yebo esem na woto edin da so. Sugar rolls. Koyonso me wow. Ain efia pocky enkwasiadin slow run baby girl o se from Agatha o se from Shandy Ice udidi de Mata Arabata o se o ye from Candy Ice Mata Arabata o to se from Candy Ice o ma me to bompa ye ma o ma me gina sorry dem ni koto dwagu form esre rade why wonu fu said and sent to say ye from e Shandy Ice abra udi o ma me to e Mata Arabata na what to work kan kwase asem sika kosua wo so ye from edutunwa Mata edutunwa wo so ye from chandelier ice wo ye from Mata edutunwa udi e to Jack, mapon. Yapon, kwase sabon kwa. Huh? Na moteto yapon mi dwam. Emma no obeti obi. Muko code Mickey. Code nya we de man na fom ye. Member ge can be story. Bema pa na oti wo bojantra code Mickey. Code Mickey 2. Te say na nya ba akoro ono na waba 2 code Mickey 2. Na otu bema betin na betisa dansen bojantra nti wo ye fro na ne champon o say aka code Mickey 2 enye code Mickey ankasa de so no bibia nso so we ye code Mickey 2 pasiasam wo ye fro edutunwa o say vim lady ne ho fin bi wo tan o tra bema be shi super obekona eso nyina atete unenti se woma ena me de ye frɛ me ɛyɛ dean alewanie why num na wo dis alewa no ah from poma why num ena obabedi alewanie no edian kese na deda mo so womb shifter emema no dumu obi afɛ no ɛyɛ dagatini bema ba ya ho ne free daga waba teacher training obo jantra ya fɛ no ɛyɛ banfalansagre ɔse ya fɛ no womb shifter within the banfalansagre alasa banfalansagre obedru nkran ya because of jantra nti obekɔ the din no womb shifter why womb na akɔ shifte Jimmy Tahiru ofiri tumu ɛna obetran nkran wabɔ ne bra clean Tahiru Kwankran kotumu ko he obia respect Tahiru because he's focused and then copy Tahiru so Tahiru Fentio Tahiru ofri tumu ni kromu wa oje visa ansa na waba and hwesi wa bɔ ne brama eye tumu nkwara nyina enya hope and yes symposium e wo tumu a enkwara nyina ni say yes Tahiru ameke nyina betuma meki unsua Tahiru munsua Tahiru tetene no chijata ono soma bo tumi chijata de okuno e wo tumu Tahiru Mumusa me yire Tahiru ka kire me yire se o ya akora na ochijata Tahiru kire ba akora Tahiru Fenjo Tahiru ba ka kire me yire o ka kire me yire se ne ngora brem no na me bi otena jata wo ho Tahiru wo ada me chia obi Tahiru auntie Tahiru wifey Tahiru Mrs. Tahiru these are some of the things so you ask your husband. He told my wife that when he was a young man, at the age of 12, he used to kill a lion. Tahiru, because I was a baby. Ufri tumu. What to Toma Bankra, because I may say, oh, Saudi 12, uku data. What Tahiru? Udia, no problem. Udia, America, about to Mukuma. All right, my pong. Maybe I'll watch it. I'll pick calls.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. It was two Belgium. Why It was for Belgium. It was two
All right, thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Karen.
Kasabitio. Oh, TikTok name this.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah, Karen. Maybe issue now comes to Parliament. No?
Yeah.
And Rawlings situation there. Yeah, even Mahama, JM, I was all can be wrong.
Yeah.
Because sir. Ghana Dina Jesus here. Even you think Kumadina is because of Ene. Ye Casa Ghana one of the most peaceful countries Kruma because of Rawlings. Rawlings in Kofono would say Parliament Hono. Omunina Rawlings enema yenina ye fred Ghana ene. Even though Kwame Nkrumah 2 day or ye BBR. I'm telling you, this is Rawlings ordinary life, young man, ordinary life, J. A crowway, and I enjoy and it is obedient and can be beer. Mimpo Dianka a crack rono, sir, Nipo can't sadiano, and so say a gammanche, man or bow. Because Kevin, I did back on to American say, Share, sir, adia MPP4, sir, mini, micro minority, we are more. Nina orchestrated one plan. In the every time, but my problem, woman is planting. But my problem here, Speaker of Parliament, Aquano, I was so young big boss, kakra, because idea or no, all entertainers and your mano, because even near my happy and say, or catch a microphone say, oh, Cecia, yeah, chairman, apologize. This is your kind. didn't be or the apology. Even United States and MPP for almost any free US. You see, I can
I'm sorry. That's what they do. Yeah.
I apologize. But they are not that smart. Sir, MPP group, they are not that smart. And they have a whistle, Nipa or Lidium. Often Yamakins, and he said, Speaker of Parliament, if they one thing they need to do is change most of the parliamentary rules, to stabilize the place. Otherwise, I'm telling you, Mahama can dream all he wants. And these people
thank you very much. I appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Thank you. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Yes. American Parliament. Yes, I'm no Jinapo. NDC for na ajeja no. Entino. I also hold you at the Jitamakro. So Obasha the constituency. Omuyi free hub regional capital no ma isi no ana also declare no yes no the hospital adentina asem no omoya recollection no Jemensa amfa nka ho ama Accra ama meka ho asem bi and NDC fu abu omu ani agu so no waba parliament ana ofi say ni nua Jinapo ba ko nti no NDC fu abu omu ani agu so enti a wosi e holdu adigi tamakro Yentia or pursue sa assemna a Buja Pokwanya or fast while the bar parliament.
That's it. Thank you very much. Hello, caller. Hello. All right, I'm in for another caller. Hello, caller.
Yeah. Make sure we wait here for you now.
Go ahead.
Because of Japan. But number one can say MPP for no more Ziano. Or more emergency every day piano. On baby no more patch because Fisher no say Mahama di 90 fumpa na kasa akofo na omudi sa boni ni na no akwa ebia obia wa krama na se bibisa no almost scrap sa akofo nya free system no so ntumi ngina so anya sa de 2028 dey kono so omutumi ebe nim kakaka wa omba na ebe change first no because so mu use Asia law ni bi e dey sa de ho.
Thank you very much.
Di bono no but obey
kasa mitio
Monsieur, I saw we use Asia law, especially China, anyway. Obi we did dream behind the television. I say almost copy and in the bushing na free Ghana politics.
But that's it. Thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello.
Go ahead, boss.
But the mechanic say, I didn't know how I do so. I said, when you see it, or no, we the empire on one day. Were quick to judge who to me by Jadi will be who to the kind of parliament. But they are a young where you win. Sometimes go for a moment, you need a horse support you. Was I too much? They are on your party ban. Who to me by general parliament to defend you? I know, we see the Pananka saw Mike, but the Pantanity. Or the to me, Kasama, but Mike, Obiati. You people are defending this person. But the way you depend where you were Yaman. Sorry, it's not mine.
That's it. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. All right. My caller. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
William said the coffers in buy ASR JB down snitching.
Yeah.
One of us as we in about parliament. In Tama, a Finyomarking Square Castle. Ubikura a cassette here, parliament, or Emma, a Finyomarking Square cassette winning your casa assemble. A see don't get a casa. In this will be what you can say the murderer's daughter no dia and also Nipa Kuntu Piabontin Becca.
Thank you for your observation. Hello, caller. All right, I'm for caller. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Go ahead. Kasamitio.
Yeah, Kevin, and then Miraho papa. The entire Miraho in say.
Say MPP for boys now, Omugu Parliament on. Them say, oh my green say, with the NDC, Jinapo Bebia will be a better amount in Tino. Woman, a quiet ni pat me bre and son or my bapawa. Say, was who ye bibia. Dobetiane say, oh my sorry, oh, as one person who please you be especially, sir, they didn't call education. I mean, how can you do things like that? And why over now almost a dear fat NDC £4, and yet they are almost so. Someone you're wondering say, as a NDC in the Monamu deal, said Ding, and so Kumasi Chromo catch him some numbers, it's a crown and with the free is some account. Woman, Haron I Drusu, me penasempa, but the way our more contact you, especially sir in Pepe for boys in our more parliament.
In Pepe for boys, no. In Pepe for boys, no. Hello, caller. On the point, no. And yet, you're near point, no. All right. Hello, caller. Hello. Okay, I think sir, caller when you're ready. Hello, caller.
Hello, Tagawala.
Go ahead, Auntie Monica.
Aha. Me pekta me catch next training for the teacher training for there. One bit of developed countries there, and you know what? And the second, so me peda me kazanato nasam. Time waka a Dr. Kwame Nkrumah wo ne papa ni de no. The papa we no wasi no onya nepe. She was happy there. Where is the topic no? If me peda me catch a young krom anwofo ahemfo no nti makwa ahona na maka ahona. To bio pa mama mi kuku dam na mi bele. Nkofo di akoyo yom na nya JJ Rawlings ba anya mawula. Nyakata mi wola ka anropa vodomo kata mi wola ka na speaker ya nana America gonya wadi to ala bo wodi akudi blamia wo apa be pala me kacha mu kro mo fo no so de oya ahemfo no onye ba ahemba fo no won yakor na won tro like a speaker na ibioka so no wonyi ma ne edinu bono no ene ewu what angofo ye wudifo no yempe apa ha.
Thank you very much, Auntie Monica. Hello, caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good evening, sir.
Good evening. Go ahead, boss.
This is Jawula from Tamale.
All right.
You see, the problem happening in Parliament, you see, is our former First Lady, he give them this room for them to insult the former president and the family. Because I could remember one way the executive went to Sunyani, that was the time John Atamis wanted to contest for the Frat Brothership, and then she also came. That was the time we said, this lady has misled this man. So all this happening, actually, we are hated Daniel because it's the wife. Even it's the wife who made these people killed our ex-president. Because MPP, look, we shouldn't take them as if they are our brothers. We shouldn't treat them like they are our brothers. They are our enemies.
Thank you very much. All right, so, thank you. Thank you very much. Hello, caller.
Hello, Kevin.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
Captain here.
Go ahead.
Kevin, a friend is saying, so okay, so what can I say? Oh, Diana Gabi or Chida can say, if it's a president, I'm a winning crowd within 3 months, obey Kuno. So, okay,
yes.
Yes, when you say parliament, and a hold your democracy, because democracy, it's only parliament. You are in a military dictatorship, there is executive, there is a judiciary. But parliament and representing democracy. Now, near minority in our party, they are just trying to create the impression say there's no orderliness in parliament, there's chaos in parliament. Now, that is their motive, that is their main aim. It will be the American President Mahama say, as soon as possible, immediately, on changing all the service commanders, military, police, if one or more to head all the regions, as soon as possible, on all the service commanders. Near up in your market, what is the import of it? Say we are a mighty minority. Mighty in which sense?
Thank you. Mighty in which sense? Hello, caller. Hello. All right, my main fact caller for hello, caller.
Yeah, Kevin. Yeah, Kevin, Mankasenwi, me de banana kundu ajima Rawlings so.
Me bacho Obiao just one chance, Mr. I'm very sorry. Obiao one chance. Hello, caller.
Yeah, Uncle.
Yes, go ahead.
Yeah. Mesra what a pee. And this is open for. Say, I feel for the kind of them. Omuka will be enthroned them or Munensi from all. As some of friend no mudilino, Omun Nipo. Omun you say, I said, Nipagino. Whatever for man, but one or more. Namu, Matu for more for be a murderer. Let's take it. What was selective? Or more officer be your deal for the corner or no credit coma. What's that you? Modem coin. A whole stadium full of people. Crowd. No could jump on Batum Tram. More before be murderers. Then if I'm going to come work because Obit is out on Penny, you know, a book upon. Only any say the parliament because our Baroman really. What are they doing there? Oh, I'm free about too much. Oh, it's too much.
Thank you very much, boss. Hello,
Hello?
caller. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening. Go
Kevin.
ahead. Yeah.
Kevin, I will not blame anybody. I will blame Aban Bagbe.
Mm.
He is the director in parliament. If something is going on, Aban Bagbe is very too dull. He's too dull. Aban Bagbe, since they elect Aban Bagbe doesn't be a man as at now. He has to stand firm. Any damn that Aban Bagbe something happened, he'll come dull, he will leave dull. It's too dull. A dumb person like this cannot hold these MPP people. MPP, they are arrogant. They think that they are arrogant. And Aban Bagbe is very, very too dull. He dull too much. They should kill this man. Me, every day, I'm praying that Aban Bagbe, they should sack him. Because he cannot hold these particular MPP people. They are strong more than him. They are very arrogant. Aban Bagbe is not a man. He's not the man at all.
He is not a man. He's too dull. Alban, you are too dull. You are dancing and moving with your crew and out there. Alban Bagbe be performance. Fancy out there chen with Juma. Speaker Bagbin. Fancy out there. Your human father, oh father. Now you out there no kunko. And your Rawlings and Kauntia. All that you know is father, oh father. Near mouth fans. A Juma na on person be. Nipa na odoba po oboa o man there because of democracy. Wa be Alban Bagbe ni dey didn't attempt no. The only man no. So the MPP people they know his weakness. Father, oh father, oba korom tete so father fans na ope baby what do you fans what they dey? Unnecessary fans. Oje fans go. Do the job and stop that unnecessary fans no. And a father, oh father. Father, oh father. The job is supposed to be done. What the mo yes pack so I'm very time them. Hello caller.
Hello, Mr. Kevin. Good evening.
Go ahead, boss.
Mr. Kevin, please, can you tell your listeners to be very, very careful with the nurses these days?
Why are you saying that?
Yeah, because I have a sister who almost got killed from a nurse's mistake.
Mm.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mm.
She mistakenly changed a syringe. Like Paniano or Sasano. Meaning, so a mistake was said, and yes, a sister, and no, so yeah, nurse in here. Uncle Okuno. Oh, no, why fast who said, we didn't care, said mammy, but you're fair, no, now, mammy. Muchi, well, listeners, also more careful. Nurses no more these days, and baby, no more,
Martin.
If you are not careful, they will kill you.
That's it. Thank you very much. That was a warning to Ghana for. Hello, caller. Phone ban now you use phone ban now use phone ban. Ujina phone umuna ujina phone umana asa ujina makaranta. Makaranta yo mi do. Makaranta ngora. Inta foka yi Kevin tell di makaranta ta mumra. Me kemo. Hello caller. Can you tell me what me say? Every before there, he say, "No, Bibia a problem." Hello, caller.
Hello. Good evening, Mr. Kevin.
Go ahead,
Mr. Kevin. One parliament, NPP for no. And kamene I go mama and say show mu nyina. Sa afio no mark ne nkronfo no nyina. Because I'm on fire, Papa be and famba.
That's it. Thank you very much, caller. Go ahead.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello. I'm Jumapa.
Majoso.
Yeah, me pacho NDC for no omafa MPP for it to say like their brothers and their mates and baby. But omo form style. Usimi say kama ye we abraka veti no. Abraka eka say wo kra wo ti hoyi. Say no. Ohane num after the ushe so a or can asema or see he dresses well no ordinary no fefa no ho. Wo no or the word so aka ho. But this is for no for so ye say anything. But good strategy now. When Mobukita strategy say they will destroy them. Like they will make it difficult. Their job will be very difficult. It's a this for no. Very, very tough, Kakra. No munya do mo
Thank you. Monye, debi am catch the Ghana for say. So bozo umu se penyini bi ejimi a. Na no asem na obehu se we jimi a na onim nyansa. Listen to this guy. His name is Samoku Jato.
Well, I heard it. I was laughing. I said, you are making allegations. What concrete thing do you have? This confusion in the election process, who caused them? The political parties have representatives at the polling station. They should stay there and the votes are counted. They tabulate it, the pink sheet, they transmit this information to their own headquarters.
So you're saying EC did nothing wrong with this election?
I cannot say anything EC wrong. But when they say ballot boxes should be taken, somebody went on the radio and television to announce that follow the box. Follow the box to go and do what?
But what about the EC announcing results when it knew that it didn't have all the polling stations?
It is not the EC.
And later coming back to say that they were
part
under duress.
of the problem, because in some places like that, they even held gun, they held EC officers, forcing them that they should announce that this person has won. That's a whole host of confusion because we have become a country of hooligans.
But you know the EC hasn't come up.
It was not the EC. It is not the EC's job, because they also are trying not to give the impression that they are against any particular political party. So it is a country, now we become a country of hooligans. How do people go and set up fire to the ballot boxes in an electoral office? What's the meaning? It's hooliganism.
When people felt that the CI-127 kind of guided the elections, there's nothing inside that said that the EC could go ahead and redeclare after everything.
No, holy. When there is confusion between the political parties as to who has won, let's go through the pink sheet and see what it says. And what it says is final.
And some didn't have it.
How can they not have the pink sheet?
They didn't have it, but
Where?
they went on to
Were they not at the polling station? Were they not
there?
there?
They be a catch them Ghana for say. Penyina we Jimmy. Na no asem no be musu we Jimmy. Oh, today election or catch is Ghana is a country of hooligans. And then we cannot blame the EC for any of the confusion at any of the polling station. Name them, political parties are the ones we are supposed to blame. Wait, or major moral education, or by also a lawyer. Sa Samoku Jato and the ba repeat ni house help and other the Banakwasha Canada. Was I'm paying on a general legal counsel so after your marking. I didn't call for Tata will be bar. Or catch up in your markets uncle, Yentra apology, because I'm paying you. Now, with the background, I read in Yankopon. Me say, because I'm paying you with the band over wait, space, wait, omoji space was as we so. Now you woo, opro. Now we add space, now opronium, now opron to me, now wait, no as we so. Penina with Jimmy. So corrupt, this fool. Obiso wait, the age because wait. You can't crom for this guy was part of the Council of Elders. Mumbusan say, Ekufuado Edi Sika Kosha National Cathedral, say Ghana Sika, boat 2020. That was your pay on Ghana. Was he not in Ghana? Who did he blame? Did he blame the EC? Such a foolish old man. Wait, also wait, Osina Kupo couldn't touch a chain. 2020 Bonipa 82, Kwasi Ampenyi Tinaha, when blame EC. When blame Ekufuado government. 2024, Yatuaba and EC, through EC, some of the EC agents, things that were supposed to be done, which was not done right, And the court caused a lot of confusion. I say we should not blame EC. We as a nation, we are a country of hooligans. We dabe no bewu. We Jimmy, hey, mameka be binchira. Gray hair, a jenny, and just will be in Nyansa and also her age. People grow to be foolish. People grow to be stupid. There are people who grow to be wise. This guy, he grew to be stupid. And you see, consistently, Makachiram will say, until we come to that realization, say, age does not mean somebody is intelligent. You know, our country will not move forward. And people like this are taking advantage of us. Yeah? The school or call, yeah? Akwawe, moral education, or Bible studies. Or call UK, or show how criminal, but also I law, and on an Ghana. Foolish man. So right now, we cannot blame the EC for anything. Because the MPP ne lose it, we should blame the political parties indirectly or catch the journalists and say, oh, NDC for and now I'm here to trust them. EC did not play any role. This is a foolish old man. This fool is trying to insult we Ghanaians that we are hooligans. You see, he did not see anything wrong. When 8 people were shot in 2020, nobody was a hooligan. The president wasn't a hooligan. The government in place wasn't a hooligan. The EC were not hooligans then. Today, dear, MPP and this man, go to his house and ask him. The Lexus is driving. On show, on your declaration, Sikaben or T the toy on twin control. He's driving a Lexus. He has a Mercedes. Mumbusan say, on call the taxis, Munon will be or T Sikan toss a Jubilee House the demano. These filthy people. Me see, he is driving a Lexus and he has a Mercedes. They gave that car to him, Jubilee House at the man. Monchen so onchamu documented or ye juman or tosakano. These fools, we give them too much room. Okay? They are very intelligent, honest, wise men and women in Ghana. I don't consider such people as one of them. Anytime I catch on Yankopon say, Kuwemu to training. Na ya wachichidie be nyim dan wurem opeso. But because Akwawe occupies asase we so nti Onyankopon sa achichide ne ntwen na kwase ampanyi weti asase we so opuro bi nyam we do 8 months opeso wo Onyankopon sa ontwen efiri sa asase ayema na kwase weti asase we so di nkwase asem hwe see this here asem weti asem we
NDC has won and you know during the campaign I was on the side of Baumia yes. and we made I did a lot of harm to the NDC. And I made a lot of podcast statements. Mm-hmm. One of them is that if Mama wins, I will leave to Togo. A lot of people are asking and I'll not go. I'll not go because Ghana is far better than Togo. By the smart of the political game, you know, it's trying to say that it's not possible for Mama to come. Okay. Because me, as I sit here, I don't even have a passport. I've never traveled before. Mm-hmm. I've been in Ghana for the past 57 years of my life. Congratulations. So for me to say that I'll leave to Togo is what it was a political gimmicks. Okay. Trying to ginger the people. No, let's make it happen. And then at the end of the day, Mama proved to me that everything is possible.
Do you regret the topic? Do you regret the statement?
No.
You don't. Okay. It's just political talk.
You see, this is GBC. GBC. Or the kwasia we abetna so. Kafu yakotam kwasia we abetna so. This is the same person who was sitting on TV making statements, unfounded statements. Those statements he made, he could have turned this country upside down. You know that? Sa kwasia we more sample hweneni. Yari dware ni se bram kwasia apeteshini we. Na a whole GBC atamna besi TV so. And he sits on TV to tell you, yes, during the election, I said, Mahama, there are words that during elections when you use, it can basically cause a lot of chaos. And GBC, did they check the credibility of this fool? The kind of things this guy has sat on TV to say, and the whole Ghana Broadcasting Corporation, how foolish can you people be? Now he sit on that TV and say, oh, he said that out of political gimmick. And Kafu is sitting there laughing. If a young man has said that, you will sit there, oh, Kafu, one wing, at Traga say, oh, young men of today don't respect. You can't make such a statement. Kwasia went to him on national television. You people make everything look like a joke in that country. No credible media house will bring such a riffraff, a dirty fool, to come sit there. Why was he there? What was his reason for being there? What credibility did he pass that mark to sit on national television? And you are the people who are saying you are pioneers in journalism, who basically sat down to say we will need this guy on our show. The guy is sitting in front of you telling you that he was misleading Ghanaians, and you sit there and you laugh. This is sabotage. He sat in front of you to tell you, I said a lot of things, I was misleading Ghanaians. This is national television, for crying out loud. This is not one to me radio. And you sit there and you make this thing look like a joke. Into a china, kwasia we betina TV zuka say, and the election way, kunipa 30. If you say ye kunipa 30 MPP be winning and ke kunipa 30 kakwasia kanon betina kasa. These are the things we talk about. You are emboldening fools like this to go back. Because the next election, this guy is going to sit on TV and say, oh, say me ko GTV kwa kakache omo say me ka say me ko togoro obi anjahwe internet de mun kunipa. Adetini ye kunipa because it was political gimmick, and you sit on national television to entertain such a foolish fool. The international television then the GBC boss foolishly comes out to say he wants to stop me my TV station. GBC. I told this government on Twitter, the first place the government needs to look at, and I'll send this communique to some what's his name? Communications Minister, Sam George. The first place this government needs to look at graphic communications, Daily Graphic, GBC. They should do serious overhauling. Serious overhauling. This fool has no credibility. Now, who kafui in all your experience as a journalist? How credible do you see this guy? Because right now, you lack credible people to come on your show. You are turning the national television into some foolish talk show. We are doing serious business here. This is the BBC of Ghana. And you have turned it into a stupid platform where anybody without any better credibility can just sit. Right now, Wabeka same way, yadi asre. Adiachi Wabeka so obianko ku obia, munko kuntafo, munko anwonafo, if you say MPP winia, and the Bibia besi, he's going to come and tell you, oh, Mekano GBC Krasa was a political gimmick. Are you the same people going to turn around to say this is dangerous? We are the ones entertaining in Kwasiasem. And you come with Nimana Mubuofu because Modia Mokasa, na mohunye nyanyai, Modia Monya gidigidi intimu ye Christopher. A Christopher do it Jimmy. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, a typical Ghanaian. Oh, where the one kafui on Casa de Deo, or we are timid. What? We are stupid. Being dean does not make you intelligent. You people are not supposed to allow such fools on GBC. It's TV now translation contribution be. Have you gone back to check? It's most sorry akwasiebia better GBC near interview no. Is that how low you have brought GBC? Huh? Is this the GBC that you people want us to tune in and watch? This is the GBC you want us to bring ads for you people to do what play? Are you people serious? Are you people jokers? We are serious, Anna. Do you know what you are doing? Before anybody will get the opportunity to sit on GBC, do you know a Juma will say come and sana ubiatna GBC akasa? Do you know? Inti bodam ni bia na masoro na betna TV so on kasa o GBC. Kwasia wetina won to me. See the things he said. Hwe nkwasia na ma okan ya without verifying it. San kwasia de otina won to me en kebetuma sai kuro no. Akwa na no nsuonsuo ne ho mama ne ho nyanyan. Be ma wo yusu ne mo yusu ne true mu nyina kwasia we ne ho fin ne ho kankan. Akwa na no nsuonsuo ne to so kwasia ne ho fin nyanyan we. Nipa mu aboa we ti sa ponchirani ba betena TV, but na betena GBC. Why? Because things are easy. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Cheers. Abuache.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no, answer mine. Abuache. You will full for it was a Belgian fan, it was two a Belgian fan. Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Supuno, why round what? It was for Belgian fan, it was a Belgian fan, it was two a Belgian fan, it was a Belgian fan. Why oil? Why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to tell bad. Where you mind? Don't crumble. Pano, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to tell bad. Where you mind? Don't crumble. Why oil? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no. What one is the motto? Why round what? Why oil? Why round what? I want it. Original. I will go for bad. I want to tell bad. Where you mind? Don't crumble.